Understanding women and increasing your dating success starts with Donovan Sharp's massive collection of award-winning books and courses. Get off to a fast start and jumpstart your masculine renaissance with the 49 Laws of Sharp. The 49 Laws of Sharp is the perfect quick start guide for any man new to this community looking for the answers that keep them up at night after a bad experience with a woman. So many men ask themselves, why did she cheat? How could I not see this coming? Why did I miss the signs? And how can I avoid this in the future? The 49 Laws of Sharp will answer these questions and many more. This will give you a rock-solid foundation upon which to build, develop, and cultivate your newfound identity, and put you miles ahead of your competition. Most men have never had access to this valuable information, let alone understand and apply it. But the 49 Laws of Sharp will give you an unfair advantage over men and women. This treasure trove of valuable knowledge is available in audio, video, ebook, and paperback. Next, supplement your newly acquired foundational knowledge, supercharge your dating life with Donovan's 25-hour course, How to Master the Game. How to Master the Game will teach you the ins and outs of the player life, overcoming approach anxiety, identifying women who you want to approach, text game, first date principles and logistics, avoiding the friend zone, and so much more will be covered extensively. Also included are the bonus podcasts that will cover how to dress, Tinder game, and much more. Put simply, How to Master the Game will turn you into a stone-cold assassin with the ladies. Available in video and audio format. If you're not the kind of guy who wants to live the bachelor life, or you've had your fill of the player life and are looking for something a little more fulfilling, How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up is a must. Donovan's 5-part, 7-hour audio course will show you step-by-step how to find, cultivate, and sustain a solid, healthy relationship. Everything from selecting the right woman, to coaching and correction, to what to do between the sheets. How to Build a Quality Woman from the Ground Up will guide you through the entire process of building the kind of woman you want and need. The strategies and techniques in this course are exactly what Donovan does in his own relationship to this day. And he is living proof that women can be beneficial to men provided they have the right instruction. And finally, the ultimate weapon all men are looking for in terms of being able to read and understand women, Donovan Sharp's revolutionary, one-of-a-kind course that has been called the Cheat Code, Womanese. Womanese is the first and only course of its kind that gives men the raw and honest truth about what women really mean when they communicate verbally. Womanese translates female communication with shocking accuracy and has changed the dating lives and relationships of men the world over. So many men have avoided disaster because of the preciseness and sheer volume of material in this course, which contains over 600 translations. How cool would it be to be able to see through a woman's BS and act accordingly right then and there, rather than getting blindsided when it's too late? What would it be like to have the ability to read a woman like a book based only on what she says? These abilities will be at your disposal with Womanese. Women won't be able to lie to you, cheat on you, deceive you, or take advantage of you. The time and money you'll save pays for the course almost immediately. Womanese is available in video, audio, ebook, and paperback format and can be purchased one volume at a time or all at once. Men in his community often state that the best investment a man can make is in himself. Donovan's extensive educational materials will take your life to the next level. And the only place you can get this life-changing knowledge is tsracademy.com. Link in description.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Stop the cap.
What the French toast? Oh my God.
If you're not, then get the fuck out.
A grenade.
All right, thanks, guys.
A grenade.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works. What'd you think she was gonna do? Tell you she cheated? Men cannot afford to get complacent in relationships. Get your fat ass off the couch, start lifting weights, and learn game. You're welcome.
And now your man,
Donovan Sharp.
What's up, guys? It's your man, Donovan Sharp, and welcome to the 910th edition of TSR Live, your daily dose of toxic masculinity, misogyny, and small bleep energy. It is Wednesday, December 28th of 2022. There are less than 3 days left. Actually, less than 4 days left. Oh boy, there's my math genius shining through. But less than 4 days. Wait, 29, 30, 31. Okay, less than 4 days left in 2022. Woo! Wow, Jesus Christ. And I'm a grammar Nazi. You guys know how that goes. As always, we are multi-streaming live simultaneously to Facebook, Twitch, YouTube, mgtow.tv, manosphere.tv, DLive, Rumble, and Twitter. And of course, in crystal clear high-resolution 4K2 Sharp stream, which is absolutely free on the App Store and the Google Play Store for iOS and Android. So however you're watching, wherever you're watching from, thank you for making the Sharp Reality Live a part of your daily routine. Are you kidding? This is what I hate about iPhones. Hang on, guys. Let me dismiss this update here. Good God. Yeah. Technology problems, right? All right, let's see here. No. Damn it. Come on. No. Oh, crap. Oops. Oh, nope. The hell? Oh boy, now we got all kinds of fun going on here. Hang on, guys. Oh, boy. Nope, that's me. That is, I don't know if that's the one. We do it live, guys. We do it live. There we go. There we go. Now I gotta be careful not to turn it off. Are you serious? You know what? Here's what I'll do. Here's what I'll do. Oh, this is too funny. This is freaking hilarious. So what I'm going to do here, guys, you guys are going to see my skill. You guys are going to see my skill here in real time. Just give me a second. Hang on a second. I'm going to rotate this bad boy. Transform. Oh, wait, I have to unlock it first. There we go. Yes, we are experiencing technical difficulties. No, it's not on port. It's a malfunction with the iPhone, but that's okay. I'm going to rotate it 90 degrees counterclockwise. What the hell? Oh boy. Okay, well, I guess we'll just leave it like that. Hang on, guys. Hang on. I don't know why it's not allowing me to rotate. Oh, hang on a second. I know what I'll do. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to... So I guess this is going to be a... What? Devin, stop texting me. Jesus Christ. All right, hang on. Hang on. Yeah, I'm still... Where is a camera slider? Is that it? Ah, there it is. Okay, cool. Got it. All right, so now we are going to transform. Hey, there we go. All right, now we are going to pull this. There we go. Okay. All right. The resolution clearly isn't where it needs to be, but I can correct that for next time. Anyway. Dude, I'm all twisted now. I'm all twisted now. Anyway, yes, I have a fantastic show in store for you guys today, even though it looks like I'm streaming in 420p, at least from this camera angle. But obviously, I'm going to react to the Courtney Ryan video. It's almost like a de facto part 2 with this particular video. But what I'm going to do first, what I'm going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to check out a couple of videos. I got a couple of videos that you know, basically women behaving badly. I've got a really funny short video that Devin sent me on Reddit, and it's really funny. It's short, but it's funny as hell. But first, just for kicks and giggles, this is called Miami Airport Freakout. Here we go. Okay, that was way too loud. Sorry, guys. Didn't mean to blow your eardrums. Here we go. All right. right, here we go. Yo, this. Oh, you know what? It's funny. When I watched this on my phone, I was actually thinking that this might have been a Hispanic woman because this was at the Miami International Airport. I try not to stereotype and, I try not to say, well, just because it's a woman, making an ass out of herself in a public place like the airport where she will most certainly be arrested. That might not be what it is, but yeah, it looks like that's what it is.
Get out of here, man! Move!
Are you serious?
Get out! Move!
Yo, this girl looks like she wants to fight somebody. I don't understand what she's saying. She says, find my earrings. I don't know what she's saying. Help me out in the chat, guys. Like, what are we doing here?
The blacker the berry, the sweeter the juice.
You got that right, Malik. Oh, look at her tucking her titties back in. Oh, uh-oh. Oops, sorry about that. Yeah, women behaving badly. Boy, oh boy. She seems like a lovely woman. Wow. My guess is that she was probably arrested on the spot. I would imagine so. Our next video, this is on Uncle Hotep's Twitter, because I have Twitter again. And I'm going to make sure I don't blast off your ears this time. Let's... Okay, here we go. Oh, high definition sound. Here we go. Let's check it out. Yep, hood rats. It looks like a waffle. This looks like a Waffle House. Are you kidding me? Is this bitch really getting on? Is she getting on the table? Oh, shit. Oh, look at the white girl fucking her up. Oh, my God. Yo, that white girl fucked her up. Off the top rope. Oh, shit. Look at the white girl. Yo, look at the white girl. Oh, my God. The white girl. Oh, my God. Yo. This has to be a Waffle House. But yo, the white girl was fucking her up. The white girl was fucking that bitch up. Watch. Check it out. Watch this. Look, off the top rope. Look. So she jumps off the top rope. The white girl jumped right in and started fucking her up. Watch. Watch this shit. Off the top rope. She slips. Whoop. Boom. And look at the white girl. Watch the white girl. The white girl. Bat. Oh, my God. Yo. Holy moly. Oh, my God. I have never seen a black woman take an ass whooping like that from a white girl. I have never, ever seen that. Wow. Woo. Boy, that was intense. Shout out to Devin, who sent me this video from Reddit Next Fucking Level. It says, the neighbor who came to the house to say he was cheated on by his wife. Let's take a look.
Hey, I live in the neighborhood. My Wi-Fi name is 1744. Your wife is cheating. I don't know how you did not catch on. Your address is 1744, but every day when you leave for work, a Nissan parks 3 houses down, walks up the side of your house, goes in your back door. I'm assuming you don't have cameras back there? Okay, your wife is smart, but she is unfaithful. I'm going to walk this way, but I don't live this way.
Wow. When Devin sent me that particular video, she sent it with the hashtag bros before hoes. She sent it with the hashtag bros before hoes. I like how the dude was like covert about it. He's like, your girl is cheating on you. Your girl is cheating on you. She's a hoe. She's smart, but she's a hoe. So just so you know, like she's fucking that nigga two houses down. That nigga parks 2 houses away. He gets out of his car. He goes into the back door, and then he goes back door. He goes back door. Yeah, I got it done, DeMarco. That one, we got to look out for our own, guys. We got to look out for our own. Yes, the real MVP. Wow, New York's ninth wonder. Haven't seen you in these parts for a while. I'm sorry, there's a part 2? A part 2 to what? What is a part? Wait, hold. Is there a part 2 to the Waffle House video? A part 2 to the Waffle House video? Okay, if there's a part 2 to the Waffle House video. Oh, wow. Okay, Devin. Devin, I need part 2 of the Waffle House video. I need that, like, I don't want it. I physically need it. I have to know how the story ends, or I can't live. I can't do it. I can't live. Oh, it's not the Waffle House video. It's the... Oh, the cheating. Oh, it's the cheating video. Oh, damn! I was hoping the Waffle House video had a part 2. Okay, well, Dev, find me part 2 of the cheating video. This is one of the funniest things I have ever seen. The title of this is "Sick Human Tries to Eat His Own Pet." Let's take a look. Look at him. Look. Oops. We got to watch that again. Oh, wait a minute. We got to watch that again. This is so funny. I love this. Look. He's got the hot dog. Oh, he's like, nope, fuck that. I'm out. He's like, fuck that. That's funny as shit. Oh, here we go. Major plot. Oh, okay. Part 2.
I live in the neighborhood. My Wi-Fi name is your wife is cheating. I don't know how you did not catch on. Your address is 1744, but every day when you leave for work, a Nissan parks 3 houses down, walks up the side of your house, goes in your back door. I'm assuming you don't have cameras back there? Okay, your wife is smart, but she is unfaithful. I'm going to walk this way, but I don't live this way.
Okay.
Hello?
Hey, I just wanted to apologize for last night. I know I probably shouldn't have broke the news like that, but I had a few drinks.
Are you the guy that changed his Wi-Fi name to 1744 Wife is Cheating?
Yes, I thought I was being clever by using your address. I thought you'd catch on. It was stupid, but no, dude, she is cheating. Every time you go to work, I see this guy walk up the side of your driveway and go into your back door.
Okay, so you got a few things wrong there. The wife is the one that's actually driving and going to work, and the guy is for me, and yes, he does come in my back door.
Oh my God.
Wow, all right, fuck, my bad, dude.
Yeah. I mean, thank you, though. Like, I really didn't have the courage, and this is actually life-changing.
Hey, I'm very glad I could help, and I'm also sorry at the same time. All right, have a good one.
Oh my God.
Didn't see that one coming. Didn't see that one coming. Oh, wow. Yeah, didn't, yeah. Yeah, didn't, shout out to the neighbor trying to help his neighbor out. He says he comes in the back door.
Hey,
then,
I live in
he
the
says
neighborhood.
he comes in the back door, then comes in my back door. Oh boy. I need a reprieve from that. Let's watch the hot dog video again. That dog is like, I'm out. Woo! Wow. Okay. Boy, that was a shocker. That was a shocker. Last thing before we start the reaction here. So about an hour ago, I put up a poll. And I said, which of these women will have better dating options in 2023? It looks like there are a shade over 1,500 votes so far, and the two that I put, the two choices, Pearl Davis or Brittany Renner. Brittany or Pearl? 86% at this point have selected Pearl. 14% are clearly men who are not paying attention. So let's go to the comments here. Casimir Petrov says it's amazing how many successful YouTubers Donovan has built. No, I haven't. I didn't build Pearl. I didn't build her. I just gave her an opportunity. I gave her, I exposed her to my audience. I flew her out to the CME. And yeah, I mean, I did it on my dime. I paid for a flight, paid for a hotel, all that. And yeah, I mean, and again, the reason I did is because Pearl is good people, man. She's good people. I've known her for a little while now. She and Devin get along great. They really like each other. And she added value to the Not All Women podcast. And fortunately for her, she used the exposure that I gave her to do what she does now. But like I said, it's the same thing with Myron. I didn't build Myron Gaines. All I did was give him an opportunity. That was it. Both, I mean, and both people, I mean, dude, I mean, both are going to be over 1 million subscribers probably in the next half an hour, which tells me that if I didn't give them an opportunity, somebody else probably would have. Even if they didn't, they probably would have succeeded anyway, right? I mean, honestly, 1 million subscribers for each of those people. Even Kevin, same with Kevin. I had Kevin on my platform when a lot of people weren't. And dude, I said it once and I'll say it again. I had Kevin Samuels made more appearances on my channel than he did anywhere. He made 48 appearances on my show. So I'm happy to be, but the bottom line is I didn't build Kevin. I didn't teach him the ways of the red pill. I didn't teach Myron the ways of the red pill. I didn't teach Pearl the ways of the red pill. These were already red pill aware people that I associated with. I recognized that they had talent, and I opened, I opened my, I gave them a platform to help them out. Maybe give them a little bit of momentum, and they seized it, and now they're successful. Again, 1 million subscribers. That has nothing to do with me. Yeah, I gave them an opportunity, but dude, 1 million subscribers is insane. That's insane. So yeah, good for that. Oh, somebody actually replied to that. Drew Frass says, but Donovan didn't build Pearl. I guess by proxy, she got big after FNF and Kevin Samuels. No, Drew. Pearl, when she came to Miami, when she came to Miami to the CME, she met some of the guys. She made the right connections. She made the right connections and used those connections to build what she's built today. Dr. B84 says, for dating, Brittany, but will be very short-lived flings. LTR Pearl, she's below average looking, but has qualities that'll make the LTR last longer. That's exactly right. Pearl she's attractive enough. Pearl has the level of attractiveness that's perfect for a long-term relationship. She's attractive enough for you to want to have sex with her, but not so attractive to the point to where she has an overinflated ego, like say a Cheyenne Reynolds or a Brittany Renner. Pearl, hands down. This might shock some people, but if you write a tell-all book, putting all your exes on blast, men with any sense won't come anywhere near you. That's exactly correct. Oh, this guy Drew Fraz again says, I agree, but Pearl is going to want a tall, high-value black man. Do you really think she qualifies for that? Yes, Drew. As a matter of fact, I do. As a matter of fact, I do. You better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. She absolutely qualifies for a high-value black man. She qualifies for a high-value man. She's young. She's not a hoe. And let's just say for the sake of argument, because I know a lot of people will probably push back on this. Let's just say for the sake of argument that Pearl has a body count of 257, right? Let's just say for the sake of argument. That's not true. That's not true. But let's just say for the sake of argument, she has a ridiculous body count. I can't tell. And guys, listen, I'm the slut whisperer, dude. I'm the slut whisperer. Dude, I break this stuff down all the time. I've observed a lot of people. And don't get me wrong. There's some women out here with some really with high body counts that are pretty good at hiding those promiscuous proclivities. But if you have a high body count, it is impossible for people not to see that on you. It is impossible for us not to see that on you. It's just like Tate said in yesterday's breakdown. When a woman's a hoe, we can smell it. We can see it. And the reason why we know it and see it is because most girls are hoes. Most girls are promiscuous to some degree. That's why it's not hard to spot them, because they're literally everywhere. Pearl has absolutely no slut tells. None at all. None at all. Not that I know of. She didn't have any tattoos. She doesn't even swear when I talk to her on the phone. No tattoos, no crazy piercings. She doesn't swear. She doesn't qualify. She doesn't qualify for a high value black man. Are you kidding me? She's a reasonably attractive American woman who is well-traveled with her family, not well-traveled on Instagram. She grew up with a strong father who is the true patriarch of the family. She had lots of siblings, lots of brothers. Her mom and dad adopted a bunch of kids, and her dad's a top 1% man. You better fucking believe she qualifies. You better believe she qualifies for a high value black man. Because I'll tell you this. You take any high value black man, who are they picking? Are they picking Pearl or are they picking Brittany? I'll tell you who they're not picking. She hasn't racked up a body count yes, Brittany has, so yes, her reputation isn't tarnished. Drew Fraz says, I mean, she's not a virgin, we know that. And I recall her avoiding the body count question last time she was asked, so how do you know that? It's not public, but it would raise questions for any skeptic, for a skeptic eye, just saying. Yeah, that's, Drew clearly is the type of dude who just wants to label everybody a slut. And I know it would be very easy to do that. Because like I said, we'll never ever know what Pearl's body count is. We'll never ever know what anybody's body count is. But this is why I teach what I teach. I teach you to recognize the behaviors of women who have promiscuous proclivities. Pearl does not. Pearl is fit, she's feminine, and she's friendly. That's it. Let's see. I think Pearl can snag a man on her level, looks and financial status. Brittany ruined her chances of getting that. No man with money and common sense will take Brittany seriously other than sex. No, they won't. Let's see. Oh, look at this guy. I think Brittany got this hands down. Men are visual creatures, so the most attractive will always win. Now, keeping the guy or making him want to commit is a different thing. You got to be kidding me. See, this is the thing, K-Po, is that, yes, Brittany looks better. Brittany looks a lot better than Pearl. Brittany blows Pearl away in looks. But Pearl has better options than Brittany. Pearl has better options. Oh, wow, there's a part 3. Okay. All right, so I guess we'll look at the part 3 after this. How about that? B. Davis says, as long as there are simps, she will never run out of options. That's correct. Unfortunately for Brittany, she doesn't want any of those options. Brittany said it herself. Yeah, my DMs are flooded with guys all the time. Not interested in any of them. That's it. The Solitary Soldier says, if Brittany lowered her standards, she'd run circles around Pearl. All Brittany has to do is stay out of her own way. No, she actually would not run circles around Pearl. See, again, the Solitary Soldier, and this is, I'm respectfully disagreeing. I'm not going to call you names. I'm not going to call you names, but number one, we know Brittany is not going to lower her standards, as we know that it is impossible for women to lower their standards once they achieve a level of sexual success with higher value men. But number two, even if she did, the average guy still doesn't want to be fucking with Brittany Renner. I don't care who you are. That's the gag. Everyone, we will never know what any woman's body count is. But except for Brittany Renner. We have a pretty good idea as to what her body count might be, and it's a hell of a lot more than it is on the internet. I'll tell you that right now. This was a really good comment. It says, one is a pearl, the other is public property. Oof, wow. Wow. For the man, William Breeze says, for the men, Brittany wants, she won't have options. If she were to date a normal guy making money, she'll be fine. No, she won't, because that's not what she's going to do. Pearl is like 6'1". Chances are she'll want Pearl is not 6 feet. She's not 6'1". Pearl is 5'11". She's still very tall. She's not 6'1". 50 AK Ferrari F50 says, you see, I don't know if Pearl is a 304. I do know that Brittany Renner is. Exactly. Nat Turner. If I had to choose, I'm going with Brittany. Can't look at Pearl every day. This is one of those fake-ass pro-blacks. This is one of those fake-ass pro-blacks. Number one. Number two, it's one of those dudes who are a simp. You would really choose Brittany after all the athletes and rappers who have skeeted in her? Are you kidding? Give me a break. This guy was funny. He says, you were out of line for this one. Yeah, Ryan Simpson says, unanimous decision, Pearl all day, bruv. You better believe it. You better believe it. Visionary says, Pearl is more beautiful and looks more feminine. I mean, look. I get it. Pearl is the better option, but let's call a spade a spade. Brittany is far more attractive than Pearl is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Well, she is far more physically attractive than Pearl is. I'll put it to you that. I'll put it to you like that. Pearl hands down. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Roderick W. says, Brittany looks better and would have way more dudes in her inbox, but nothing meaningful would be the outcome of her dates. Well, that's exactly the point, Roderick. That's exactly the point. You see, I didn't ask who will have more dating options. I said who would have better dating options. You see, the only men that would approach Brittany are trying to fuck her. Do you think do you think guys are sliding into Pearl's DMs? Do you really think that they're really trying to get pussy out of her? Honestly, ask yourselves this, gentlemen. Ask yourselves this. Do you think these guys sliding into Pearl's DMs are looking for sex? No, they're not, guys. They're not looking for sex. They're looking for relationships because they know that Pearl is not like that. They know that Pearl is definitely not out here she's not out here trying to be a Brittany Renner fucking anything with a Y chromosome and a blue check mark. Nah. And trust me when I tell you, there are some, I don't want to say too much, but trust me. Pearl's on a lot of radars, guys. Pearl is on a lot of radars. She's on a lot of radars. I can't be, whatever, but she's on a lot of radars, guys. There are a lot of, and dude, you can actually search YouTube. There are a lot of dudes. There are a lot of high value men that have endorsed Pearl as sort of, okay, yeah, this is the wife material. You better believe it. And again, Pearl even said it when she was talking to Brittany. She's like, hey, yo, check this out. Like, I've got dudes on that level sliding into my DMs. She said it. She said it herself. And the reason why is because they see, oh, wow, like, this is the antithesis of the thought. This is the antithesis of the modern woman. She's fit, she's feminine, she's friendly. She believes in traditional, conventional gender roles. She's not a hoe. She's not trying to be a hoe. She clearly wants a husband and a family. Well, there you go. There you go. Devin says, who would guys more likely claim in public as their woman? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, trick question. Trick question. Yes, Dime says, quantity, it's Renner. Pearl is going to have better quality pearls in the gym. She's going to be a wife by 2025. It's not going to take her long. I'll tell you that. This guy, listen, this guy, this is insane. Brittany will still have better options. Not every guy is going to want to know about her past or care. Let's just stop it right there. Let's just stop it right there. The only guys he said not every guy's going to know about her past or care. Rizan, I got news for you. Nobody doesn't know who Brittany Renner is. Nobody doesn't know that she is the industry side chick. Number one. Number two, the guys who don't care are the guys she doesn't want. Yo, you're right. Not every guy is going to know or care about her past. But guess what? Those are the guys Brittany does not want. And she said as much in the interview with Pearl. He said Pearl is average looking with makeup, below average looking without it. And she's flat and not thick like Brittany. Most guys go for looks. Pearl is a 4. Brittany is an 8. Listen, we can agree to disagree. We can agree to disagree there. But I'll tell you this. Most guys go for looks as far as short-term relationships are concerned. One-night stands, fuck buddies, situationships, and entanglements. Yes, most guys do go for looks. If guys are looking for some fun, they go after Brittany. If they're looking for a wife, they go after Pearl. So, yeah, listen, you can say Pearl is a 4 and Brittany is an 8. Guess what? Brittany's all used up. Brittany's all used up. John Brown says, any high-end man is going to be smart enough to do some sort of background check on a woman before making any permanent moves. I agree, John Brown, but he won't have to do a background check. He won't have to do a background check on Brittany because everyone knows who and what she's done. Any man with options and brain cells, he continues, will be careful when picking wife material. This also comes down to what kind of men these women want, and the higher end the man, the more baggage for the woman. Then, as the dearly departed Mr. Samuels would say, they can get ready to buy a dog and die alone. There you go. There you go. Listen to this guy. He said, yeah, you can do a successful background check on Renner because she's semi-famous, and a lot of her passes on social media. That's kind of the point. That's kind of the point. There is no way you will know what she has done in most cases. You won't know her true body count or what she did prior to meeting you. You're exactly right. But again, oh, here we go. Also, I guarantee her inbox is flooded with thousands of dudes. They may not be top 1% in income and looks like she wants, but she can easily find a dude with her past. A lot of dudes truly don't care. Right again. But here's where you're wrong. Brittany Renner's not fucking with non-top 1%ers. I'm trying to tell you, it's over for her. She's done. Like, guys, this is the kind of ignorant, oh boy, this is the kind of ignorance, this is exactly the kind of ignorance we're dealing with as far as dudes are concerned. We actually have people who think that Brittany Renner has higher quality dating options simply because she looks good. What are we doing? What are we doing? Yeah, Secondhand Truth says Renner is not even worth bragging that you bagged her. Exactly. Like, honestly, honestly, Brittany Renner, she's not even a trophy fuck anymore. This guy, KJ, says, guys, I love Pearl, but Brittany Renner will pull a millionaire way before Pearl. You sure about that, KJ? You sure about that? I'm not so sure about that. Yeah, Brittany can pull a millionaire for about 20 minutes. Yeah, listen, Brittany can pull millionaires all day long. As a matter of fact, that's actually what she used to do. But she can't anymore. And that's why she is where she is now. So yeah, the poll, the jury is still out. Let me go ahead and refresh the data here. Let me see if the percentage has changed. Yeah, 86% to 14. It looks like that's probably going to be what it is. I think Drew Fraz is just a hater. You know. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Whoa. Here we are. Jerron Taylor says, honestly, it's something about Pearl I don't trust. Oh, boy. She is 25, yet she talks like she isn't a modern woman. Pearl is super cool, but I think she is smart, say businesswoman who took advantage of a space. She doesn't bring anything new or original to the table. She just says all the talking points of the manosphere. It's just instead of black men. It's a white woman. I think Pearl secretly is just like most women today, but caters to men publicly. Brittany can naturally attract much more men than Pearl, and despite her being a hoe, she hasn't ruined herself with a bunch of piercings and tats. She cleaned up her image a little bit. She can get some good options tomorrow. Jerron, my friend, you are lost. You are lost. You're lost. Let's unpack this. Let's just unpack this here for a little bit. Number one, Brittany Renner has ruined herself with tattoos. Have you not been paying attention? Brittany Renner has a neck tattoo of a spider. She's got a neck tattoo of a spider. Let's just get that out of the way. Number two, she's been trying to clean up her image for the last year. She's been trying to clean up her image for the last year. Guess what? Dude still ain't hollering. Number three, he says, honestly, it's just something about Pearl I don't trust. She's 25, blah, 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 blah. This is another one of these nigga haters. See, these niggas over at NiggaTube, they talk a bunch of shit about Pearl. They talk about, oh, it's only black men, this and that and the other. They just don't like that she has a bigger channel than they do. That's what that is. That's who I was referring to when I was talking about these jealous ass niggas, these haters. I didn't want to put it there, but I guess I'm gonna have to. What is it about something you don't trust? What is it about something you don't trust? What gives you the impression that you can't trust someone like Pearl? Yeah, I didn't think so. No, you are the typical black dude who kowtows and panders to black women. And so I don't trust. There's just something about her I don't trust. Bruh, you sound like a woman. You need to substantiate your claims. Even if Pearl had a body count of 152, we would never know. And again, there is precious little evidence that she has an extended promiscuous past. What are we doing? Number one. Number two, she says she doesn't bring anything new or original to the table. Could have fooled me. No, she doesn't bring anything new or original to the table. When's the last time Brittany Renner and Andrew Tate were in the same room at the same time? I'll wait. Yeah, I didn't think so. Nothing new, nothing original. You kidding me? Better than 900,000 people would probably beg to differ. This is just, again, she doesn't bring anything new or original to the table. Dude, you're just talking to talk. You're talking to talk. You're just saying stuff. This is ridiculous. Then he says, she just says all the talking points of the manosphere. Okay, yeah. I also do all the talking points of the manosphere. But the difference between her channel and my channel is the fact that she gets people in the studio. She doesn't bring anything new or original to the table. She is the only other channel that even comes close to rivaling Fresh and Fit. She's the only other channel. And the reason why Fresh and Fit and Pearl and the late great Kevin Samuels blew up is because they took the discussion outside of the community. Kevin, Myron, and Pearl are bringing in outsiders that disagree with us and having discussions with them. How many YouTube channels are there? Like 1 billion? There's only 3 that really does what they do. So miss me with the nothing new or original. And yeah, she does say all the talking points of the manosphere. So do I, so does Myron, so does Rollo. You're not hating on that, are you? Then he says, it's just instead of black men, it's a white woman. I think Pearl is secretly just like most women today, but caters to men publicly. And what gives you that idea? What gives you that idea? Look, you can have your opinions. That's not against the law. But why do you think she is secret? So basically he's saying that Pearl is a low-key hoe. Like she's a sneak. Okay. So, what makes you think she, listen, you can say that, you can have that opinion, but you can't just say, well, I just think so. No, man. Like, dude, I've got the slut radar, guys. I've got the slut radar. 99.9% accuracy. I've been fooled before, but that was a long time ago. I've talked to Pearl. I've met her up close and personal. And again, I'll never know what her body count is, but I think I speak for everyone when I can say that there are no discernible slut tells with Pearl. And caters to men publicly. What, so agreeing with male talking points means she caters to men? See, that's the problem with these jealous YouTubers and these commenters. She happens to agree with men. Guys, the manosphere has been bitching and moaning about the fact that all women are like that and they never care about men's problems, blah, 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 blah. They don't have. Pearl is advocating for men. Pearl is advocating for men. But when a woman actually comes into the space and actually adds value and gets eyeballs, she's catering to men publicly. But then he says Brittany can naturally attract much more men than Pearl. Many more men than Pearl, number one. Number two, yes, she can. And she has. Here's the problem. The men that she naturally attracted back then don't want anything to do with her today. And then he says, despite her being a hoe, she hasn't ruined herself with a bunch of piercings or tats. Devin put in the chat, along with the Black Widow spider tattoo on her neck, she's got an arm tattoo, a thigh tattoo, an ankle tattoo, and a chest tattoo. Brothers, we got to do better. We got to do better, man. We got to do better than this, man. This is what's wrong with niggas. I'm trying to tell you, this is what's wrong with niggas. This is what's wrong with niggas, man. Y'all are something else. I'm telling you what. Y'all are something else. If you were to dude, honestly, if you were to ask this nigga which one would you trust? Which one would you trust more to be married to? Yeah, exactly. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Let's take a look at a couple more and then we will get to the breakdown here. Jay Burnham says the simp economy. Oops. Oh, crap. Hang on, guys. Hang on. Okay, there we go. All right. Okay. No, I can't see myself. All right, well, I'll work on this I'll talk while I work on this. I don't want this to be too much dead air. Jay Burnham says, a simp economy is high. A lot of men are starving. I'll say BR. You're right. You're right on the first two. The simp economy is high, and a lot of men are starving. But guess what? Brittany Renner doesn't date quote-unquote starving men. Brittany Renner is not going to date men who do not have options. Again, this is what women do to themselves. They think that because high-value men smash them, that high-value men must also want to commit to them. And for a while, Brittany had the world at her feet. Okay, there I am. For a while, Brittany had the world at her feet. And like I said, she pissed away her winnings. Unbelievable, dude. Grim Reaper says, a woman who's compliant with a good personality can make up for deficit in looks. Pearl will have the better choices. Thank you. There you go. There you go. There you go. Oh, good God. Looks like I've frozen. Dude, I don't even know what the hell to do with my with the camera. I'm just gonna have to keep it here. Let me read these super chats and then we'll get started here. Let me go ahead and bring this up. Oh, no, actually, hang on. There's a part 3. There is a part 3. Okay, here we go. Here we go. This is I'm gonna let me go back to this part 3 here. Jesus Christ, the plot thickens. The plot thickens. All right, let's see what's going on here with part 3.
What the? Hey! What's that for?
Well, you know what my face looks like now.
Oh, wait a minute. All right, now I got it. Sorry, guys. There we go. Sorry about that, guys.
I just wanted to say that I'm...
All right, here we go. Part 3. Nope. What the hell did he leave at the...
What the? Hey! What's that for?
Well, you know what my face looks like now. I just wanted to say that I'm sorry for everything. I feel like I've ruined your family. I feel terrible.
Dude, what are you talking about?
What? For accusing your wife of cheating on you and then you had to come out as gay because of it? I talked to you yesterday about this. Why are you acting dumb?
Yesterday, I was at work all day yesterday.
What? Shit! Shit, your voice does sound different, dude. We've been played. Well, you've been played. Fuck, man, she's cheating on you. There's a black Nissan that parks down the road when you leave for work, and then he comes in the back door. Fuck.
Comes in my back door?
Yeah, dude, I thought you were gay.
What kind of Nissan is it?
Ultima.
Does it have dark tint windows?
Yes, it had dark tinted windows.
Oh, shit, not again.
What? Not...
Miranda!
Whoa, hey, don't leave me out here. Come on, I'm invested now.
Okay, so that, to me, sounds like it's a little too scripted. Sounds a little too scripted. Like, I like the idea. They should have, if they really wanted to make this sound real, they probably should have just left it at the part 2. They probably should have just left it at the part 2. So, all right. Very good. SDS MSM Gaming, $2 super chat says there is a part 3 to the neighbor telling the other. Okay. All right. Let's see. Black Bruce Lee with the $10 super chat says, Donovan, just ask all the guys who thinks Brittany has better options than themselves, better options than Pearl would wife her themselves. I'll wait. Exactly. Yeah, you can tell that's scripted. You can tell that's definitely scripted. Part 1, yeah, there you go. The level up man nailed it. Part 1 might have been organic. Part 2 was fishy. Part 3 was scripted. Yeah, the whole he comes in the back door and then comes in my back door. That's a little too cheeky. That's a little too much. That's a little bit too much. Hey, listen, man. Hey, it was fun while it lasted, right? It was fun while it lasted. All right. And so to business. So, Courtney Ryan, whom I have been extremely critical of in the past, and I was critical of Courtney because she's basically an attractive woman who talks about relationships and just talks about subjective truths all the time. All she used to do really was, she doesn't agree or disagree. She doesn't take any stances. She just rides the fence and basically just gets a bunch of views. Now, the thing is I don't know why she would change the formula, because the formula was clearly working. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe. I don't know. I'm a nobody. Maybe somebody tipped her off. Maybe Courtney took my criticism as constructive and decided to do something about it. Whatever her reasoning is for taking it in this new direction, I am 1,000%. This is 1,000% better. So now Courtney is now taking the conversation to the streets. And it's interesting. She still, quote unquote, fence rides to some degree, but that doesn't matter. What matters is that, again, someone on the outside is giving us a glimpse into what modern women are really like. A lot of people are very critical of Fresh and Fit because of the guests that they have on. They talk about how Myron and Fresh only bring on these Miami 304 yacht thoughts, and they just dunk on them all night long, which is great. It's great fun. It's entertaining. I've been on like 20-something episodes. Love it every time. Right? But what people fail to realize is that the girls that come on to Fresh and Fit are from all over. Of course, there's no real way to prove that, but you're just going to have to take their word for it when the girls tell them where they're from. Well, Courtney lives in Cleveland. And these girls appear to have exactly the same mindset as the girls in Miami. So without further ado, it's called The Rise of Single and Childless Women. The Rise of Single and Childless Women. And this is sort of a de facto part 2 to the first video. So here we go.
Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Courtney Ryan, and in this video I have a group of women here with me today, and we're going to be talking about the topic of the rise of single and childless women. So recently Morgan Stanley has projected that 45% of women will be single and childless between the ages of 25 and 44 by the year 2030. So I've actually covered this in a solo episode on my channel already. If you haven't seen that and want to hear.
Alvin Sam with the $2 super chat says, Courtney is the feminine feminist. Yeah, I agree.
My perspective and thoughts, be sure to go check that out. But this video specifically is going to be getting the opinion.
What the hell is that?
And thoughts and initial reaction from a group of other women and giving a woman's perspective on the topic and why they think this is occurring. So let's get started. Okay, women react to the rise of single and childless women. So basically there has been a study research done by Morgan Stanley where they're projecting 45% of women between ages 25 and 44 to be single and childless by the year 2030. And then more than 50% of women currently are childless at 30. So from a woman's perspective, also being 30 yourself, like what factors do you think are contributing more to women being single?
So this is Gab. This is the Jeep chick who I think has a job in the media with the Cleveland, what are they, the Cleveland Guardians now?
I think right now,
yeah, it was the background music.
More of us are single because we grew up in this craze of going, you go to college and you like, now you gotta have debt and now you gotta work it off. Like,
whoa. That's part of it. Let's see if she keeps it real.
We were a little more, you know, I hate to be cliche, but in that empowerment mode of women really grinding after it. And we've broken a lot of, barriers, so to speak, in different capacities. You see more.
Yeah, it's called a hymen, sweetheart. That's really the only barrier that you've broken. Gab here won't come right out and say it, so I will. The reason why most women are single is because most women are hoes. That's all there is to it. College turns girls into raging sluts. Always has, always will.
More women doing certain jobs that maybe before only belonged to men or it was majority men. You saw that flux happen. So as a natural byproduct, some of us, when we get into that go mode and we're hustling or
fucking,
doing our best to be a leader in whatever field we're at,
fucking,
we have our competitor hat on and maybe some of our priorities took a back seat. I know for me, I feel like it's more like I just had some bad decisions. So like I don't want to say wasted my time on some experiences, but those were experiences I had to learn. So I feel behind, but.
Oh boy. Made some bad decisions. Had to learn, blah, 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 blah. All right. At least she admitted to making bad decisions.
I can't speak for everyone though. Those are just my experiences. So I think it could be a combination. Maybe, yeah, there's less pressure to settle down than there was so many years ago. Mm-hmm. And truthfully, I always look at the glass half full. So I'm kind of like, you know, I'd rather live it up, be a little selfish, and then when the time comes,
there we go.
We be popping out these kids, and I will feel like I've lived my life and I can be fully present for them. You know?
And therein lies the problem, Ms. 420. Therein lies the problem. I want to be selfish and live it up. Translation. Fuck around. That's it. Women are allergic to just saying sleep around. They call sleeping around so many different things. Living it up, being selfish, finding myself, partying, giving myself. They call it everything but being a hoe. They call it everything but being a hoe. and she literally just told us. She literally just told us the playbook that we've been telling you guys about for the last decade and a half. Sport fuck alpha chads in my 20s, then when I hit 30, settle down. But a funny thing happened on the way to the perfect game plan. The red pill community happened. The red pill community happened. This is why guys like Andrew Tate, Myron and Fresh, Pearl are so heavily scrutinized, because the jig is up. The jig is up. Gab just sat here and told us what the typical playbook is for the average rank and file American woman. Be a hoe until I can't be anymore, then find a sucker to bail me out of my bad decisions, put a baby in me, and now I'm set for life. Here you have it, guys. Here you have it.
You know, because it's not about me anymore, my life and all the things that I want to do, because I didn't get to do them, and I'm going to hold the resentment against the kids now. You know.
Did you hear? Wow, that was a wow. Honestly, this is, dude, this girl's rationalization hamster is bi-fucking-onic. Listen to this. Listen to how she just breezed past this.
A little selfish, and then when the time comes, we be popping out these kids, and I will feel like I've lived my life, and I can be fully present for them, you know, because it's not about me anymore, my life and all the things that I want to do, because I didn't get to do them, and I'm going to hold the resentment against the kids now.
Interestingly enough, this is exactly what happened to my mother. This is what happened to my mom. This is why my mom was selfish. She said she got robbed. She got robbed of having her fun. So she decided at the age of, how old? So I was 15. My mom is, 15. So at 31 years old, my mom decided to abandon the family to chase after a bad boy in Detroit. Didn't work out too well for Mama Sharp. But for this woman to sit here and Jesus Christ. For this woman to sit here and characterize, god damn, my eyelashes are fucking long today. For this woman to sit here and characterize childbirth and motherhood as something that would make you resent your children because you didn't get to fuck a bunch of guys and party and go on yachts and get butt fucked in, movie theaters. You're going to resent your kids for that? That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. She doesn't even realize what she just said. Hold resentment against the kids. Unbelievable.
No.
Devin, this is a very good comment here by Dev. She says, were women conditioned to think that life ends when they have children? Get that degree after you raise your kids. You have the rest of your lives to work. There you go. There you go.
No, I think that it's okay if you're a late bloomer. I'm a late bloomer to everything, and I don't feel that there's shame in that. But I think if I had to pinpoint it, I think part of it is the workforce situation. Part of it might be people had more room to have experiences, and so now they're just waiting on the one.
I would strongly advise whatever employer she has, she should probably be drug tested. She should probably be drug tested because, that bitch is as high as a satellite. Woo.
I think a lot of it,
the Pagani, the Pagani girl, the Pagani GT girl, the girl who wants a $3.5 million hypercar, the 4,000 to 5,000 square foot house, nothing too big, just 4,000 to 5,000 square feet, 3 bedrooms, 2.5 bathrooms. Oh no, wait, we have to have 3.5 bathrooms because it's drama with more girls in the house. Put it on a small plot of land. I don't know, 5 acres, give or take. And, hey, look, if we have to go bigger, we'll go bigger. But no, she doesn't want the Pagani. That, if she was being reasonable, I think she said she wanted a Ferrari. Yeah, listen, if we're going to be reasonable, let's go with the Ferrari. That's who this girl is.
Like I said, is hookup culture. I think that is such a new thing for younger generations.
Hookup culture is a new thing for younger generations. Are you kidding me? Dude, the younger generation invented hookup culture. What are we doing? Jay Blaze, yeah. This is the girl that's 23 going on 40 in dick years. Yep, that's it.
or
yes, the chickens, the goats, and the unicorns. That's exactly right. That's it. There we go. My bad.
it's just a younger crowd, that by the time we were 30, that all the gems are taken. And it's, if you find a good guy, like, it's hard to trust them and really think that they're honest, because some of the candidates you meet nowadays are just the worst.
Yeah. Oh, imagine that. Ah, God. When you get to 30, all of the gems are taken. There's a reason why. Because gems don't want bitches over 30. That's just how it goes. That's how it goes.
I think it's that accessibility that wasn't there prior. So if you think about it, like my grandmother and my mom weren't able to have their own bank accounts. So like now that I have more financial freedom for myself, I don't have to get married to secure that financial freedom.
Okay, that makes sense. But has that helped or hurt you? Like, dude, like it couldn't even have. So she went right to the feminist playbook. She went right to the feminist playbook. The question was, why are most women single? Why did Morgan Stanley, their numbers, they projected 45% of women are going to be single and childless, by the age of 30, or some crazy number like that. Yeah, like a woman, whether a woman has a bank account or not, that doesn't affect their sexual decisions, number one. Number two, the reason why women are single is because they're hoes. No, your grandma might not have been able to have a bank account of her own. Okay, fine. But something else she didn't have access to was a Tinder account, a smartphone, Instagram. She didn't have that, did she? Now ask yourself this, Miss Marcia. Would you rather have a bank account or an Instagram account? Honestly, ask the average rank and file woman. Ask the average rank and file woman. Would you rather have a bank account or an Instagram account? You can't have both.
So like I think women are choosing to be single now because they are more accessible to different careers that are able to pay them to be single. Like there's no more where you have to marry a man to ensure that you're able to have an income.
Yeah. She's only half right. Let's listen to that last 10 seconds one more time, because she said something very important here. Listen.
So like I think women are choosing to be single now because
women are choosing to be single now. All of these women are in their 20s. There's one who's 30. Women choose to be single in their 20s. But when you're in your 30s, that decision is made for you rather than made by you. That is a clear distinction, gentlemen. Listen. Do not overlook what she just said. She says women are choosing to be single. She's right. As long as they have options. Women are the only women who choose to be single are women who are still young and pretty and fertile. But the 37-year-old who's been ran through, she's not choosing to be single. That decision was made for her. Well, when was that decision made, Donovan? When she chose not to be single. See, that's what women don't understand. When they choose to be single in their 20s, they're also choosing to be single in their 30s, 40s, and eventually their 50s. Be careful what you wish for, ladies. Listen, you guys wanted sexual freedom, you got it.
Because they are more accessible to different careers that are able to pay them to be single. Like there's no more where you have to marry a man to ensure that you're able to have an income. So I think that's the biggest factor. You know something? I'm going to point something out here. A lot of these women like to point out the outlier situations as far as like men of the past are concerned. Right? A lot of them like to do that. Well, men back in the day, women couldn't have the bank account. Women couldn't do this, women couldn't do that, and men took advantage of that. Let me say this about that. Were there some men back in the day who took advantage of women? Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah, guys, listen, there were assholes in every generation. There were assholes in the 17, 18, and 1900s. That's never going to change. But
For every fucked up situation there were 100 good situations. And as we all know, women like to use the outlier situation to justify their bad decision making. Well, if we really went back to when it was, we'd have to be subservient and this and that, and I don't want to have to rely on a man because he'll leave. Dude, men didn't leave their wives back then. Men took care of their wives and children. They took care of their wives and children. Dude, this is why nobody got divorced back in the day, because men didn't divorce their wives. Most men back then loved their wives, took care of the wife and the kids for the rest of their lives. But no, they let Cosmopolitan spin all these bullshit stories about, oh, this guy left his wife. No, that's not the way it was. Yes, there were assholes back then. You better believe it. Of course, there were plenty of asshole husbands back in the day. But the percentage of men who were assholes and misogynistic and abusive compared to the men who were actually good family men, dude, it's night and day. It's night and day. Women are basing their mindset on something that almost never happened. Almost never happened. The average wife back in the 40s and 50s was in a great happy marriage. Every once in a while there was a woman who was in a bad marriage, but those are few and far between. Just keep that in mind. Keep that in mind.
I think there's a lot of things. I think that, like, even just our parents' generation and the generation before them, like, women depended on guys to be their provider.
Here we go.
Because they maybe didn't have the opportunities or just, like, weren't as career-oriented as women are now. So I think that women got married a lot younger previously, like, so that the guy could provide for them.
Yes, that's kind of how it works.
So I think that because women...
Roderick Thomas says, you can't use the outlier for the overall situation. That's living in fear. If I get a job, I can't do what I want. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's exactly right. But that's not really why women choose to be single. Women choose to be single because they want to be hoes. That's it.
Women have careers now that they might kind of like push off that part of their life. And then also, like, just with like modern medicine and fertility things, like you can like freeze your eggs or embryos and like have babies later in life, which that wasn't like as common or as available before.
Do you know how much IVF is per try? Do you guys have any idea how much IVF is? Yeah, try $25,000 a try, y'all. $25,000 a try.
And then I also think the amount of options that we have because of the internet, whereas before, you had your people in your area, but now, like, because there's just endless options, I think that, I don't want to say people, like, don't settle, but they keep dating, hoping to find someone better.
That's literally what they're doing. Literally what they're doing. That's the problem. One of my sales trainer, two of the greatest sales trainer of all time, Damon Lindley and Joe Trainum. Those guys taught me everything. They taught me everything I know about the sales game. I remember one afternoon, Damon told me, he's like, look, Donovan, you can't give customers too many decisions, because if you give them too many decisions, they're not going to make a choice. They're going to get confused and overwhelmed. That's what's happened to the dating market. This is what's happened to the dating market. Women have way too many options. You combine the endless options it's not endless options, but you combine the abundance amount of options that women have today, combined with a culture that says, don't settle. You deserve him, girl. You deserve a top 1%er, girl. This is exactly the reason why the dating market is a shit show.
So I feel like people don't always appreciate like what they have as much.
Hey, man. Finally, somebody spoke the truth. Devin says, I had a friend that did IVF. The baby ended up not being her husband's. It was the doctors. Happened in Canada to other patients. Oh, I remember that, Dev. I remember you telling me that. That's crazy.
Yeah, they don't want to feel like they're settling, right? So they're single for longer. Everything's getting pushed back.
I feel like
yeah, but oh God. Oh, this right here, this girl right here, this girl Erica, this girl's a super hoe. This girl's a super hoe. I think this girl has probably fucked more men than Brittany Renner. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. Girls who look like this, that have her mindset, are always epic sluts, man. There is no doubt about it.
There's this rise of, like, independence with being a woman. Like, you don't need...
Translation, you fuck a lot.
Need a man. You don't need a partner. You can just do everything on your own. I think that has to do with it. Just this idea of being independent and, you know, getting your own career and all of the above. Makes it harder to be with somebody and less.
Guys, you got to watch out for women like this. You got to watch out for women like this, man. You really, really do. You really, really do. You gotta watch out for girls like this, man. These are the girls. These are the girls that will absolutely. They will pull the wool over your eyes, man. Dude, she will pull the wool over your eyes.
It's likely that you need to be with somebody. You don't need to rely on anybody, and the goal is to not rely on anybody, so it's just not in the forefront of your mind for something that you're, like, thinking about. You're, like, when you're growing up, you're thinking about, like, your career and how you're going to support yourself, and I feel like the world is just a very one-person show now.
No, it's not. And the late, great Kevin Samuels said this all the time. He said this all the time. The world, the economy is not designed for single people. It's not. The economy is not designed for single people. These women who think they can be all out here and, I'm independent and this and that and the third, dude, they either end up broke, alone, or both. I think in one of the Oriental countries, is it's like older women are starting to live with each other now because, well, they don't have any men. They don't have any men. That's what's gonna end up happening here.
Maybe because I'm going to put myself on blast, but maybe because expectations are just too high, like I just said myself, and realize that...
Yeah, oh, yes. There we go. From the very first video, all the women talked about what their expectations were, and when Courtney hit them with that truth bomb, they were like, oh, shit.
It's not that realistic.
There you go.
And I just feel like with this day and age, men are just a little bit different, and marriages are almost just short-term relationships nowadays. So I feel like it's very hard for a woman to take a man seriously, let alone have a child with him, when you don't really know when he's going to leave you or you want to leave him.
Ah, she's speaking the truth here, guys. She's right. Men have changed. Men have changed. Feminism has castrated masculinity. It's castrated masculinity. It's almost against the law to engage in masculine activities. Street harassment statutes, the M2 movement, all of that stuff. Hell, I think there was a law in England that you could be arrested for just going up and talking to a woman. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So yeah, she's right. Men are not the same. What feminism did was it gave leverage to the top 15, 20% of men. Top 15, 20% of men.
So it's less commitment.
Sadly, yeah, I'm not for it. I think it's actually very sad, but I feel like that's what it is.
Hang on a second. Let me back up here. Oh, God, this fucking bitch. Listen to what she says.
Hard for a woman to take a man seriously, let alone have a child with him, when you don't really know when he's going to leave you or you want to leave him.
That's false. That's false. Yeah, South Korea, that's where it was. That's false, what she just said. Because you don't know if you're going to leave him or he's going to leave you. Guys, women end 95 to 99% of relationships. This is marriages and relationships. Men don't leave relationships. We don't. We don't. You ask the average woman how many times she's been dumped. They can probably count on one hand the number of times they've been dumped. And honestly, A lot of women will probably say one or two, probably none. You ask the average man how many times he's been dumped, he's going to say, well, how many girlfriends have I had? 11? I've been dumped 11 times. It's incredible that we have that this narrative that I have to do X, Y, and Z in case he leaves when it's women who are the ones doing the leaving. Women filed 75 to 80% of divorces in non-lawful relationships, marriage, stuff like that, just regular relationships. Women end those 9 times out of 10. Men don't leave women. Men don't divorce women. It's the women who are doing the leaving.
So it's less commitment.
Sadly, yeah, I'm not for it. I think it's actually very sad, but I feel like that's what it is.
I think maturity has a lot to do with a woman deciding to be with someone or not.
Oh, yeah, this is the single mom who wants a dude who makes $600,000 a year yet.
And I feel like we are in a day and age where everyone wants to be like the coolest person, like the most liked person, the most...
You're talking about women, sweetie.
Attractive person, the most sought out person. The most sought out person attracts many people to them. So women might not like that about, a man. Sometimes women have been through some shit, so they don't want to be, subject to going through anything negative in a relationship.
Yeah, and whose fault is that? Yeah, sometimes women go through some shit. You're a single mom. You've been through some shit. You're a single mom because, well, you chose to be. You laid down with a man. You had unprotected sex with a man who you were not married to, and you made another person. That's on you. That's on you. I don't want to hear, I've been through some shit. Cry me a fucking river. Cry me a fucking river, man. American women live the best lives of any class of human in history. They do. They do. So what, your baby daddy cheated on you? Work it out with him. Work it out with him. Oh, no? What's that? No? He fucked somebody else? He betrayed the golden vagina? All right, fine. Fine.
Again, if they found comfort in, being single. I think that's where I'm at. Like, I...
Stop the cap.
She just said she's found comfort in being single. 32-year-old single mother. I found comfort in being single. Yeah, that's called self-preservation, sweetheart.
I'm happily single. I'm
Stop the cap.
Happily single. Oh, wow. Dude, the law number 24 of the 49 Laws of Sharp. This is the one that I quote the most. The more a woman tries to convince you of something, the more likely the opposite is true. The more likely the opposite is true. If you really were happy single, you would just say you're single. Instead, you say, oh, I'm happily single. That means you're most certainly not happily single.
I'm enjoying my time with my daughter, and I'm enjoying my time building my career and getting to know...
What career?
Know myself. And I wouldn't jump into a situation with another man unless I really felt like this person was very solid to my standards.
Oh, standards.
And it's hard to find that when you live in Cleveland, Ohio.
No, it's hard to find that when you're a 32-year-old single mother with a girl. Location ain't got nothing to do with it, baby girl. You can move to Miami. Ain't no dudes trying to fuck with you. You can move to Charlotte, Dallas, L.A., Vegas. Seattle. It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. You're a single mom of two who has unrealistic expectations about the men you want. It's got nothing to do with your location. Dudes are the same everywhere.
It's hard to find that when you live in certain areas, or it's hard to find that if you have a kid. It's hard to find that if, you're still growing in your career and your socioeconomic status. And
her career, what exactly does she? I forgot what she does.
Where you live. So, like you said, the average male at 37 is only making... You said 50.
It was like 52, yeah.
50,000. And $50,000.
Roger Thomas says, allegedly, Donovan, allegedly. Yeah. Right. Allegedly. Sorry about that. Disclaimer. Appreciate that, Roger.
Is not going to be comfortable for a family with 3 kids. So it's like you settle and you struggle. you know? Or
maybe get married young. Right? Kyle 2020 says, Vegeta, what does the scouter say about her cope level?
It's over 9,000!
Appreciate that, Vegeta.
you take your time finding someone that's ideal for you. I think that's why a lot of women are single. It's like, you have to take your time trying to find somebody that's worth it.
So they're
Trying to find somebody that's worth it. Unbelievable.
choosing to be single versus settle, basically. Or like maybe they have very high standards and preferences, so they're choosing to honor those instead of just, rushing into a marriage or, having kids.
But aren't there other factors that come into play? Like, does the woman have a career? Is she
Yeah.
in school?
Oh my God. Oh my
is she
God.
just enjoying being a young single woman?
There it is. There it is. Is she enjoying being a young single woman? Translation, is she enjoying being a hoe? It's incredible how women tell on themselves every time. Every time. Well, maybe she's in school. Maybe she's working on her career. Maybe she's enjoying being a young single woman. Well, that's the problem. That's the problem. You see, enjoying being a young single woman, aka sleeping around, has consequences. Unfortunately for this woman, some of her consequences happen to be tangible. You've got a kid. You've got a child. And no dude is trying to fuck with a woman with a kid who looks like you.
Growing in her life.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot less pressure now, too, for women to rush into marriage, right? Because in the past, we didn't work. We relied on a man solely for income. But now that more women are financially independent, they can support themselves and they aren't relying on a man for it.
That's exactly right. But the drawback to that, not having to rely on a man, is that you rack up that body count. Jay Blaze says her daughter is her retirement plan. Yep, sure is. Sure is. It sure is. I can tell you right now, dude, I'll tell you right now, I think my mother is relying on me and my brothers and my sisters being her retirement plan. That's the plan. That's my mom's plan. That's my mom's plan. And I'll tell you right now, I ain't gonna be the one. No, not this. No, not Donovan. And you guys know me, man. I don't refer to myself in the third person, but no, sir. Sorry. Sorry. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. I am not about to be a sonsman. I am not about to. No. I retired Devin because Devin brings value to my life. I'm not retiring my mother. Sorry. Alvin Sam, $5, says single mums are not looking for love. She's looking for help. Oh, shit. God damn. Woo, wow. How about that? Ice Dragon Kid said, you already tried once. Yes, I did. Yes, I did.
Right.
So they're just single because they're not, relying on a man to support them in their lifestyle because they're paying for themselves. But it's interesting because even though women are more financially independent and we're working ourselves, we still tend to want someone who is at our level or above.
Higher.
And then once you're making a certain amount of money, say I'm making $100K, I don't want a man who makes less than $100K. Well, I have just limited my pool of men by a substantial amount.
Wow, Courtney's been paying attention. And I like the way she characterizes this and uses herself as an example. I like how she said, hey, look, if I make $100K, I'm going to want a guy who makes $100K or above. So by definition, I'm now limiting my options. I like how she puts herself in the situation to make it a little softer. Listen, I got to give Courtney credit. She's a very good interviewer. She really, really is. She's a very good interviewer, and she has a very effective way of getting the truth out of these women. Good for her, man. Jay Blaze with the $2 super chat says, women save 20% compared to men for retirement. Fair. FS Claire, $10, says, sir, do you think the system's... Sir, do you think the system's passes... Okay. Sir, do you think the system passes additional legislation to force men's hand to take care of women as we walk away the next 5 to 10 years? Oh, yeah. Yeah, of course. Of course. Yeah, there it is. Jay Blaze. It's the bachelor tax. It's the bachelor tax. Dude, my tax bill last year was $38,000. I'm single, I'm reproductively irresponsible, and I'm a high earning male. Can't have that. Can't have that. Nope, they got to take they need their piece of the pie. They need their piece of the pie right off top. So yeah.
Because there's only, a small percentage of men in that group.
It's all right.
So I can't even find what I'm looking for because my standards are so high because of what I'm currently making.
Yeah. This is so funny. I love how Courtney's doing this. I do. Because by putting herself in that situation, she's getting that agreement. She's getting women to indirectly by proxy admit to her, it's over for me. It's actually quite good. Go for her.
And I think that is very common. That is very common among women now.
How about that?
Not wanting to date a man that makes less than you.
Mm-hmm. It's also, I think, a lot of men.
Oh, here we go. Here comes the blame shifting.
Prefer to be with women that aren't on
don't have kids
the same level as them. I think that men.
Oh my God. Here we go. I think that men want to date women on the same level as them. Yeah. Here we go.
This is my opinion. But I do think that men are more comfortable with women that make less than them. And I feel like that has a lot to do with this ideal that men are the leaders and they're supposed to be.
It's funny how she says that men are comfortable with women making less than them. Well, yes. Just like you're comfortable with a man making more than you. I don't understand. I don't know what the problem is there.
Providers, that's like a natural thing for a man to want to provide.
Yes.
I think that men can be intimidated when a woman is on their level.
Oh my God. Here we go. This is more of the feminist playbook. Men, listen. Men are not intimidated by women. Men are not intimidated by women on their level. Men aren't intimidated by women, sweet cheeks. I know movies tell you that. I get it. I understand. We're not intimidated by, and we're sure as shit not intimidated by you. You're a 32 single mother of a 2-year-old daughter. What the fuck is there to be intimidated by? Oh yeah, that's right. Maybe a false accusation. Anybody? Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. Definitely intimidated there. If she's talking about that, yes sir. But in her context, fuck out of here. Ain't nobody intimidated by this.
Or I think that sometimes men can get insecure if their woman may be outperforming them financially or even in any other aspect.
Yeah. Financially or any other aspect. How can a woman outperform a man financially or any other aspect? No, men need to be needed. Men need to be needed. It's just like Tate said yesterday. Men, we don't want a woman who's been there, done that. We don't want a woman who's ridden in a Lambo or a private jet or has traveled around the world. No, we want a woman who hasn't experienced these things so that we can experience them together and so I can be the first person to introduce her to these types of things. That's what that is. That's what we prefer. It has nothing to do with you being on their level. Fuck out of here, man. We're not intimidated by that. We're repulsed by that.
I think that sometimes, I've been in situations where men that I've dated got aggravated with me because I was too outspoken.
Oh, God. Jesus. Wow. This woman is a walking womanese translator. Woo. Because I was too outspoken. Translation, I was a bitch who wouldn't shut the fuck up. There it is. She just told on herself. They got intimidated because I was outspoken. Nope. You are a quarrelsome woman who really doesn't have the sexual or relationship market value to be quarrelsome in the first place. It's always the women with the lowest relationship market value that are always the most difficult. I'll never understand that. I'll never understand it. I'll never understand it. Like this is the lowest value woman on this panel. Lowest value woman on this panel. Surprise, surprise, she's the bitchiest. Alvin Sam with a $5 super chat says, we're not intimidated. She's a pain in the ass. Exactly. Jay Blaze says, AKA, you are a ratchet. That's right. Seathrim. This is Cloak the Hood Rat in me. So what she just revealed is that the way she talks now, it's not the way she talks off camera. The way she is talking to us now, not the way she talks on not the way she talks off camera. You guys remember Michaela Pink? Remember that back in the day? Hi, I'm da-da-da-da-da-da-da. That's actually where Seathrim originated from. It was from Michaela Pink.
And they wanted to be the one leading the conversation, and they wanted me to be quiet. And I'm just not that type of person, but I feel like those aspects come into play as well when it comes to that.
I'm just not that type of person. Got a lot of that going around. Especially with her skin hue. Yeah, Shane will win, says white girl voice. Yeah, that's exactly right. That is exactly right. Yeah, this chick is a low-key ratchet.
And money is a big one too there. I think only like 22% of women out-earn their husbands, and the more likely a woman is to out-earn her husband, the less likely the marriage is to work out.
That's exactly right.
So the woman is less satisfied and the man is less satisfied.
Look at her.
So it's like it doesn't work, right? So everyone is just more single, chronically single.
Yeah, they're fucked, Courtney. That's what it is. You don't believe me? Ask Brittany Renner.
What factors do you think then are contributing to
here we go.
women remaining childless? Obviously, being single comes into play.
Yeah, being single because of all of the factors of being single, like the career and all that. And then not having a kid, well, if you can't establish your career until you're like 32 or 35, you've pretty much missed your like entire you're almost at the end of your fertility. Like you have like 5 years left before.
Here we go. She's literally putting her career before her family. It's just what Devin said earlier. Dude, go get a degree and all that after you've raised your kids. You can do your passion projects when your well-adjusted children are raised and out of the house. Nope. I want to build my career. Then I want to have children. So you want to high stress, high paying job, then you want to have a child. Who for the first, I don't know when kids start walking or getting potty trained. I'm going to put it at 18 months. But now you're going to have a child who for the first 18 months can't speak English, isn't potty trained, eats all the time, or doesn't eat all the time. But yeah, you're going to sign up for that? Mm-hmm.
Or you can can't have kids anymore.
There you go. This is why you have them when you're young, sweetie.
So that means you have 5 years to find a husband
Look at this.
that you like enough to have kids with, or just find a guy in general.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah, I think so. And things are expensive. Kids.
This is funny. Dude, you can tell this girl is a... Dude, I mean, honestly, man, she looks like she smells like a skate park and weed.
They're so much more expensive now than they used to be too for people. So that could play a role too.
I think there's higher infertility now than there was before. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that infertility, and maybe it is.
Yes, it's higher infertility and lower testosterone. When you're on birth control for a decade, yeah, it fucks with your fertility, man. And of course, we know men's testosterone levels, they're the lowest they've ever been. So there you go.
Is because women are waiting longer, that you're just not as fertile when you get older.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't really know why else besides that, unless they just don't want to.
Right. I think social media also there's this like movement to wait to have kids, to not have kids when you're younger.
Yeah.
Like every time I get on TikTok, I see like childless and by choice and all this stuff.
Yeah, right.
And also
Basil Denson with the $5 super chat. Haven't seen you here in a while. Says good live as always. Thank you, my friend.
just, people kind of saying you shouldn't get married young, you shouldn't have kids young, like
Yeah.
live your 20s and have fun.
Unbelievable.
And then
dude.
do
Yep.
those things in your 30s. Is this
Yep.
something you experience online too?
Yeah, I totally get that. And I think the other side is that, like, people don't always realize that, like, the 20s is kind of like your foundation for the rest of your life. So, like, yeah.
Wow. Listen to this girl dropping knowledge. How about that?
You should have fun, but if all you do is have fun, then, like, you are going to be in your 30s and, like, kind of be behind when it comes to those other things.
Oh, kind of be behind? No, sweetheart. No, it's a wrap.
So I feel like it's like a balance.
It's also that financial freedom aspect, understanding like, hey, like majority of the money that I make currently, being single with no kids, I'm able to use 100% of my income just for myself. And then I also think if I were to have a kid, could I survive on the income and the lifestyle that I have currently? No. It's that.
If I had a kid, could I survive on my income? The answer is no. Well, this is why you get married. You see, his income counts too. It really sounds to me, it really does sound to me like this woman, I think she wants to be a single mom. Because every time she talks about having a kid, it's almost like she wants an absentee father. It's kind of weird. Damian Orozco, $2 super chat, says skater chick looking like she's from the Dudesons. The Dudesons. Neil Ray, member for 11 months, says thanks for all the great lessons and videos. My pleasure, sir. Appreciate that very much.
That thing where, it sounds selfish, but at the same time, knowing that I can't give a kid a better quality of life.
Oh, here we
with
go.
my current income, why would I do so?
Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah. I don't want to bring a child into this world because I'm not making enough. That's a cute excuse. That's a cute excuse. She's sitting here, so she wants us to think that the reason why she's not having children is because she wouldn't be able to live on her current income and have her current lifestyle. No, that's the excuse she uses to keep getting butt fucked by Kevin and Sales.
So I would prefer to stay single and childless, without a child, if that means that I'm able to, secure that financial freedom for myself. If I can't secure financial freedom or stability currently, then I would never bring a child into that situation.
See, told you.
I feel like we're not in the old ages anymore. So I
here
feel
we go.
like back
Here we
then
go.
it was more so like
here we go.
You had to. Women were basically, they wanted us to be rabbits. Like, oh yeah, let's just pop out one kid after another.
Oh my God. Here we go. Let's just pop out one kid or another. Yeah, this is she's sitting here making it sound like the olden days was like the Handmaid's Tale, right? Yeah, all women were good for doing was popping out kids, this and that and the other. Sweetheart, you guys populate the world. It's so funny. They make just like Devin says, they make childbirth sound so unpleasant. They make childbirth and motherhood sound like it's a bad thing. No, you're not just popping out kids. You're creating lives. You're populating a society. You're contributing to civilization. It's fun, dude. I swear to God, man, women talk all this stuff about how men don't respect women. Dude, women don't respect themselves. Women don't respect themselves with this kind of talk. Women don't respect motherhood. It's not the men who don't respect that. It's the women that don't. It's incredible.
And now I feel like it's more so male.
Space Orc, $5 super chat says, Donovan, I'm driving home and will listen later. Can you please hit the Night Rider for when I catch up? I'll go you one better. Appreciate the support there, Space Orc.
Woman, separate, strong, not really as a whole anymore.
Yeah.
So we're kind of moving away from the family unit. It's more individual.
I feel like women.
There's that tattoo. There's that tattoo. I didn't see that tattoo last time.
Are very strong and passionate about
Here we
being independent.
Passionate.
And they don't want to rely on a man.
They're passionate, don't you know? They're only passionate on Saturdays.
That is really just a personal choice. And one, I think it comes from this new, you know, let's work so hard, let's be independent women and travel and not have kids and everything being overpopulated and trying to, you know, protect the world that we have now. So it's not. I think we're a lot more caring.
Oh, yeah. Jay Billy says, my sister-in-law just had a kid. It's a fucking miracle. Yeah, it's a cute kid, though. A very, very cute kid.
What I'm trying to get at. And we're realizing that the baby boomer generation, you know, we shouldn't just do things of that nature and bring somebody into this world if it's not right or the timing isn't worth it.
Black Lemur 2009 says, passionate about being hoes. That they are.
Or you're not with the right person, so I think we're being a lot more safe.
Do you think there's less of a pressure now to have kids by a certain age?
Of course, yeah. Of course
I
there
think
is.
there's a lot less pressure, but I think regardless, all women sort of feel this biological time clock just kind of ticking.
That's because it is the biological time clock.
You do want to have a family.
Mm-hmm.
So it's something to think about because one day, you know, you can't.
Yes,
so I
thank
think
you.
that more women are childless because, again,
I'm sorry, how would you know? I mean, like, how would you know? Just, you know, pointing that out.
we live in a society where it's, you know, women can work and have careers and enjoy their lives and travel. And at the end of the day, a child limits the things that you can do and how often you can do them, unless you're financially secure enough to have someone that can, you know, take care of that child while you're out doing all these different things. But as a woman that has a child, it hurts to be away from your kid for an extended amount of time. So ideally, you know, before I had children, or before I had my daughter, I never thought that I would have had her at 23 is when I had my daughter.
Oh, boy.
And I saw myself, you know, finishing my school and traveling and living more freely without
the constraints
as many
of a
obligations
child
or responsibilities, or attachments to something, because you love your child, you're attached to the child. So I still, now that I have her, I still do these things in my life.
Stop the cap. No, you don't. No, you don't. You don't travel. Come on, get out of here. Where are you traveling to? What, Cincinnati? Come on, man. Jay Blaze, a $2 super chat says, Don, this is literally the movie Click. Yeah, right? Isn't that Adam Sandler? Who is it? Was that Adam Sandler? I think it was. Yeah.
But it's definitely limited, and it's harder because I have to make sure that she's taken care of while I'm doing all these things. So,
well, yes, sweetheart, she is your daughter after all.
I know I'm like going on, but freedom at the end of the day, children limit what you can do and how often you do it.
Oh boy.
And it's a lot to get into that, because sometimes women might want children, but they might not be ready for a partner. And your relationship.
Wait, what? Did this woman really just sit here and say, women might be ready for children, but not ready for a partner? How can you be ready for children, but not be ready for a significant other? Like, this is the single mother generation, guys. Ready for children, but not ready for a partner. Wow.
Relationship with your partner when you have a child is very significant, because then your roles start to become more important, almost more important probably than even the money that's being made. So, goodness, having kids and finding a partner is like a lot now.
Yeah, Black Lemur says only black women say that one. Yeah, yep. Mm-hmm. Yeah, black women black women are black women are so degenerate. Black women are so degenerate. They're literally programmed. They're programmed to be single mothers. This is I mean, I don't know. I don't even know why I'm surprised. I really don't.
Price of living.
Yeah, Dre Raven says, I get resentment vibes off of her towards her daughter. I pity the poor kid. Oh, you better believe it. You better believe it. You better believe it. Yeah, she absolutely resents her child for her limitations. Better believe it.
Keeps going up. You know, so many of us are in debt from going to college. So many of us go to college and don't use our degrees, you know. So, yeah, I don't. It's hard. If
Ice Dragon Kid says, also, hey, broke the 158K curse. Thank you. Yes, I finally cracked 159,000 subscribers. Hopefully I can keep the momentum going. But yes, 159,000 subs.
I would love to be single without a kid. Because then I could do everything that I wanted to do. And I could blow all my money and already know that I just...
See that? There it is. Dre Raven, you were right. You nailed it. You nailed it. She absolutely resents having had a kid. Let's go back, because I want to make an observation here. Let's go back and listen to her say that one more time.
Made it back degrees.
Watch.
You know, so, yeah, I don't... It's hard... If I would love to be single without a kid.
Sweetheart, you were single without a kid. That's the gag, sweetie. You were single without a kid. And you pissed that away. You got raw dogged by an ain't shit nigga. He put a baby on you and bounced like a bad check, leaving you with the check. I would love to be single without a kid. Sweetheart, you already had a chance at that, and you fucked that up. So, yeah. She definitely resents her kid. I swear to God, man. Dude, look, man, I'm not white, so I don't know. But I got to tell you, man, it appears that black women resent their children a lot more than other races of women. Call me crazy. Black women resent their children more than any other race, if that at all. And I'll tell you a story. About my own mother. And you, listen, you guys, I've told stories about my mom before. I think I told a story about how she, tried to price gouge me with the rent, this and that and the other. Let's take it way back. We're going to take it way back to 1994. 1994, when me and my brothers and sisters moved from Oklahoma away from our father to North Carolina with our mother. Okay? So I'm 15 at the time. My sister is 13. My brother and sister are 12. My youngest brother was 9. Oh, no, you know what? I tell a lie. When I was 15, that's when we left Hawaii. When I was 15. So when we left for Oklahoma, I can't remember if I don't think I had turned 17 yet, but I was 16. My sister was 14. My brother and sister were 13, and my youngest brother was 10 when we moved to North Carolina. Right? So I graduate from high school. I go to college. Class of 95, all that good stuff. My freshman year in college, my mother, my hand to the fucking man, my mother kicked out my brother and my sister. She kicked them out, sent them to live with my father in Fayetteville. She kicked them out. And the reason she kicked them out is because she said, "You're breaking me down from the inside out." This was her excuse. My mother always swore up and down that she would never, ever separate us. She would never, ever separate us. But when push came to shove and she actually had to be a mother and couldn't hack it, then she started kicking us out. So she kicked out my brother and my sister. My youngest brother wanted to be with my middle brother, so he ended up leaving and going there too. So my mother went from having 4 kids in the house to having Dre the Dream says, "Oh no, hope no." Oh no. Wasn't nowhere near the merch, bruh. Wasn't nowhere near Murchison. I know where you're at. I know where you at, Dre. I know where you at. Nowhere near the merch. Nah, you ain't got to worry about that. We're good. We're good on that. Wasn't near the merch. But she kicked out my brother, my sister, and then my youngest brother didn't want to be alone, so he went with my brother and my sister to live with our father, who now lived in Fayetteville. Kicked him out. Then the summer after my freshman year, my mother then kicked me out. Kicked me out of the house. Kicked me out of the house. She gave me 2 weeks. She gave me 2 weeks to find an apartment. This is what she did. My mother used to tax us 30% of our money. I had like 3 jobs. When I was not in school, I came home for the summer. When I was working in the summertime, I had 3 jobs. I worked at Blockbuster Video. Hold on. I was a skate guard. I worked at a skating rink as a skate guard. I worked at Blockbuster Video. What else did I do? Well, I forget. I was a skate guard and I worked at Blockbuster Video, and I think I had like a paper route or something like that because I was driving at the time. I had 3 jobs, right? 3 jobs. My sister, I think had started working at Golden Corral as like a summer job, whatever the case may be. Yes, taxing the kids. She used to take 30% of our money post-tax. 30%, guys. So if I brought home a $150 paycheck after taxes, she required us to give her 30% of what we earned. We didn't like that at all, and we were always chirping about it, but what are we going to do? It's our mom. We're teenagers, right? This is our mom. And so my brother and my sister were the most vocal about the dissension, and that ultimately led to them being kicked out. And to this day, dude, I don't think my sister ever forgave my mother. To be honest with you, I don't think my brother has either, but my brother is a little more measured. That's just how he is. This is just how he is. But trust me, that it is never lost on them that she kicked them out. Anyway, so she kicks out my brother and my sister. My other brother follows. So now she's only got one source of income, my sister. Well, when I came home for the summer, now she had another income source, right? Now she had another income source. I was an excellent skater on rollerblades. Guys, I was a wizard on rollerblades. Dude, I could do jumps, stunts, skate backwards, I was awesome. There was a pair of Nike rollerblades that I really wanted. They were called the Air Excel Elites. I'll never forget this. They were called the Air Excel Elites. And I wanted to buy them, right? And again, keep in mind, I managed to finance a car on my own. So I had a car payment that was $211 a month. And then my insurance was like $250 a month because, I'm 18, right? But I wanted a pair of Nike rollerblades. Yeah, I'm a kid. You know what I mean? I'm a kid. And so, this is extra fucked up. You guys aren't gonna believe this. You guys aren't gonna believe this. So what I did is I think I lied to my mom about. I think I told her I didn't tell her when I got my paycheck, or something to that effect. I can't remember, but she found my check stub in her car. She found my check stub. It was a Ford. My mom drove a Ford Aerostar. She drove a Ford Aerostar. In the console, I accidentally put I accidentally put my check stub in the console. She found it. And she says, "What's this?" And I was like, She's like, "Oh, you got paid and didn't tell me?" I said, "Well, no, I was going to tell you." And she says, "Don't give me that bullshit." That's what she said to me. Her next words to me were, "You're out of here." She says, "You are out of here." She says, "I'm giving you 1 month to find a place. Get the fuck out." That's what she told me. That's what she told me. That's what she told me. That, and then of course the trying to price gouge me when I was at my lowest point, when I actually clawed my way out of that situation and started making money. She tried to exploit me that way. I left there. Yeah. This is why I'm not going to retire my mom. I'm not going to retire my mom, my mother, because she doesn't deserve it. She doesn't. I love my mother. I can't even talk. I love my mother to the moon and back. I really do. She brought me into this world, and I will be forever grateful for whatever night during the holidays that mom and dad got freaky. Right? Like, I'll be forever grateful for her giving me life. But she was a good mom for about the first 12 years of my life. She was a good mom for about the first, and that's probably stretching it. For the first 10 to 12 years of my life, she was actually a good mom. Then she started fucking the dude, the captain in the Army, or whatever his rank was, while we were still in Hawaii. That's when she started swearing around us. That's when she started drinking, smoking. It was incredible. Like, she turned from a good mom to just, like, we didn't even recognize her. So again, just to give you the timeline, we're all in Hawaii. We're all in Hawaii. My mom starts fucking somebody at AMR, resulted in 2 abortions. Number 1, we had to change our number twice because they were always fighting and getting back together. My mother made my father move out of the bedroom. My mother made my father move out of the bedroom and into my bedroom, so now I had to share my room with my brothers. Before, it was mom and dad in their room, I was in my room, the girls had their room, and the boys had the other. Nope. Mom started fucking Brandon and decided to tell my father to move into another room. Mind you, my dad was the reason we were there. He was the guy with the name on the door. Tech Sergeant Sharp or whatever. This bitch took the man who was living. She didn't even have the decency to give him the master bedroom. She took the master bedroom while she went off and, fucked whoever. Guys, my hand to the man. 2 years after that happens, she decides she wants to go and chase this dude. So she moves to Detroit, leaves us in Hawaii. 6 months later, we move to Oklahoma. Mom gets in a fight with Brandon and comes down to Oklahoma and lives with us. And oh my God, guys, listen to what I'm telling you. Listen to what I'm telling you. This is 1,000% true. I got no reason to lie. Check this out. So she comes down to Oklahoma. And she expected like this hero's welcome. We weren't there for that. Oh no. We were pissed, but we didn't realize we were pissed, right? It's kind of like, okay, she's still bigger than we are. So, whatever. She didn't work. She did not work. Nope. She sat around the house complaining, eating food, this and that and the third. When she needed money, do you know what this woman made us go do? This woman made us go mow other people's yards. She used to make us mow other people's yards. When we lived in Hawaii, we started a mowing business it was called the Cutting Crew, and we lived on Hickam Air Force Base, and we lived in a colony called the Flight Line, and there were 3 streets. There was Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. Okay, Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo. All right. And there were houses and lawns all up and down. So all we did, we had business cards made, put them in everybody's mailboxes. Dude, we were we were hardworking kids. So I would have my early morning paper out, like 5 in the morning. Then I'd go and sell papers at the BX. Then after we got done selling papers, then we'd go mow lawns. Like, we were hustlers. Well, when we moved to Oklahoma, they shipped all of our lawn equipment. We didn't have any reason to use it until my mom got there. She told us, I need money. Go mow some lawns. We're like, what? She's like, hey, go mow fucking lawns. I'm your brother, blah, 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 blah. So we'd mow 2 or 3 lawns, $20 or $30. The very next day, she'd be like, I'm out of money. Go mow more lawns. Nobody was telling us yes. And dude, so what I did, I'll never forget this. I'll never forget this. I go 2 doors down. We had already mowed their lawn. I knock on the door, and, really nice lady answers the door. She was, I think, in her 30s, maybe 40s. And I was like, hey, can we mow your lawn? And she's like, well, you mowed my lawn 2 days ago. And I said, look, Darlene, I said, my mom is going to make us walk around asking people to mow lawns until somebody tells us yes. Can you just let me mow your lawn today? Can you just give me $10 today? I'll mow your lawn today. I'll mow it again for free next week. She's like, all right. So I mowed her lawn, basically just, I turned on the lawnmower and whatever, I guess it had grown a millimeter or whatever, took the $10 back to Mom. Mom goes to North Carolina. She sends for us. Fast forward, now she's kicking us all out one by one. She kicks me out because I didn't give her 30% of my $200. Dude, my check was, how much was my check? It was, I think I worked a little bit of overtime, and I was making like $6 an hour, which was actually pretty good for back then. And so I think my check was like $260 or $270 after taxes. And so then Mom kicks us out. Mom kicks us out, right? Or she kicks me out. Interestingly enough, Mom got kicked out of her apartment and had to go live at my apartment when I went back to school. You can't make this stuff up. And then of course, my mom tried to price gouge me for the rent and this and that and the other. So for anyone who hears the back end of this, when I say that I'm not going to retire my mother, now you know why. I get a lot of hate from black people, black women, dudes over at Nigatube. He has issues with his mom. That's why he likes white girls. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. My mother was the first black woman. She was the example of a black woman. And and from my adolescence all the way into adulthood, I saw a certain pattern of behavior. Is there any wonder, gentlemen? Is there any wonder I wouldn't touch a black woman with a 10-foot pole? Right? You have issues with your mother. Yes, I do. And you want to know something? There's nothing wrong with me. No, my mom fucked up. So yeah, I'm successful, and I make good money, and all that other kind of stuff. And you want to know something? I could retire her if I wanted to. But I'm not. And I never fucking will. I don't give a fuck. I just do not care. I love my mom, guys. I really do. But she was a bad fucking mother. She's been a bad mom most of my life. So, do you think I'm going to share the success that I've had with her? Fuck no. I love you, Mom, but I'm going to do it from a distance. Maybe you can talk one of my other siblings into retiring you. But me? So yeah, you can tell that this woman absolutely resents her child. You can tell a woman resents her child. And it's funny, I didn't realize that a lot of black mothers were like this until I started telling my stories. And I'm like, wait a minute, you mean I'm not the only one whose mom did some fucked up shit like that? Let's continue.
Because then I could do everything that I wanted to do, and
yes!
I could blow all my money and already know that I just made it back. Right.
Yes.
But I cannot blow all my money because my daughter depends on me.
No, I can't blow all my money because I now have responsibilities. Who knew?
And me being financially secure. But if I didn't have a kid, hell yeah, I would be more irresponsible with, the freedoms.
Sweetheart, do you hear what this woman is talking about? You hear what this woman is saying?
in my life.
Hold up. This woman hasn't learned anything. Listen to this. Oops.
So
hold up. Oops. Damn it.
I think you're free.
This woman hasn't learned anything. Listen to what this woman says. Listen.
And but I cannot blow all my money.
Listen.
Because my daughter depends on me.
This is
and me
unbelievable.
being
Watch.
financially secure. But if I didn't have a kid, hell yeah, I would be more irresponsible with, the freedoms in my life.
I would, if I didn't have a kid, I'd be more irresponsible with the freedoms in my life. This is exactly what you did. You were single. You were childless. And your irresponsibility led you to have a kid. So what this woman is telling us is that she was destined to be a single mother. Because if she had it to do again, she'd do it the same way. You gotta be kidding me. If I didn't have a kid, this woman literally just said, I would be, well, hold on, let me just make sure I'm getting this correct here.
So.
Hold up. If I didn't have a kid, I would be irresponsible with my freedoms.
It's hard.
Listen.
If I would love to be single without a kid.
Oh my God.
Because then I could do everything that I wanted to do, and I could blow all my money and already know that I just made it back. And but I cannot blow all my money because my daughter depends on me and me being financially secure. But if I didn't have a kid, hell yeah, I would be more irresponsible with, the freedoms in my life.
If I didn't have a kid, hell yeah, I'd be more irresponsible with the freedoms in my life, which is exactly what she did. It's exactly what she did. It is, guys, oh my God, it is incredible how women don't realize that they tell on themselves. This woman just sat here and told us if I had it to do again, I would do it exactly the same. What? Like, does she realize what she just did there? Ay, ay, ay.
So I think your freedom has a lot to do with that. That sounds so bad to say freedom.
Oh, yes it did, girl. Yes it did. Now she's starting to think, oh, wait a minute, that was fucked up.
No, but I mean, it makes sense. And, especially you're a single mom. So it's even harder. And I think people are talking about it a lot more online now, too.
Dude, okay, Courtney, this is a slick bitch. She's like, no, it's okay. You're a single mom. Courtney just realizes, look at her face. Look at her face. She's like, dude, this is not gonna look good at all. Courtney's like, no, it's okay. You're just being honest. Oh my God.
Like, these are the realities of having kids. And a lot of people don't feel ready for that. And it's just getting pushed back and pushed back. Women are freezing.
Do you see how Courtney diverted that conversation ever so slightly? Courtney's like, here, look, I'm not here to pass judgment. Whatever you do is good with you. That's fine. Her fence straddling here is actually working very good. It's actually working very well in her favor.
Their eggs now too. They're getting married later. They're not getting married in their 20s anymore. They're getting married in their 30s. So everything's just, getting pushed back. So it makes sense why 45% of women between ages 25 and 44 are going to be single and childless.
There you go.
Well, if the average male at 37 is only making around $50,000 a year, and you are a woman that wants to have multiple children, say I'm 28 and I want to have four to five kids, and my husband only makes $50,000 and I'm only making $30,000 to $40,000.
Oh boy.
We can't live the lifestyle that would be ideal. We would be struggling to make ends meet, and it would be hard to give our children a better life by having more. Like, the more kids you have, the less you take from the one.
Yes.
So if you're in a situation where you can't afford it. So that's what it is. Like, people can't afford.
Well, here's the thing. Fucking is easy. Fucking is easy. It's taking care of the kids. That's the trick. Omega Kong, $2 super chat, says CPS should be at her door right now. Maybe not. Alvin Sam, $2 says, Courtney, low-key gassing up these 304s. Yo, she's playing these bitches like a goddamn fiddle. She's playing these bitches like a fiddle. And you know what? It's funny. As far as single motherhood is concerned, I'll tell you guys another quick quick story. So, the woman, the girl that does Devin's hair, she's Devin's hairdresser. She was actually at the first CME with us. Did a great job with Devon's hair and makeup. Really, really, really sweet girl. She is cool. She is cool as hell. Love her to death. She makes Devon look good. However, a couple of months ago, her 9-year-old was attacked by a pit bull, and it almost literally ripped her face off. She had to have facial reconstruction surgery and skin grafts. Well, how did this happen, Donovan? Funny you should ask. You see, Devon's hairdresser, as sweet and as nice as she is a single mom of 2 by 2 different people. Does this make her a bad person? No. I know her. I'm going to try to be as respectful as possible, but she's a single mom of 2. And she's a white woman, and her baby daddies are, well, let's just say, I'm not going to call anybody's name. I'm not going to call any names, but that's her persuasion. She fucks niggas, y'all. She does. Ain't nothing wrong with that, but she fucks niggas. Anyway. So she got this really, really nice row house in Philly, completely redone. Rooftop. They got a grill on the rooftop, finished basement, the whole nine. Well, her boyfriend moved in with her. And what was the race of the boyfriend? Well, I don't want to be mean, but I'm just saying. That's her persuasions. Right? Her boyfriend had a pit bull. And this was a large pit bull. Like it wasn't the normal size, it was a large pit bull. It was a girl pit bull. Right? Everything was fine. Then the boyfriend brings over another pit bull into the house without telling her. He just, here's another pit bull. I'm holding it for my cousin or my friend, whatever. Right? And so, neither pit bull was fixed. And so they got together, and the pit bull had the puppies. Right. And so, puppies are cute, right? And so she goes out and she's walking the boy pit bull and left the girl pit bull and the puppies with the 9-year-old. With the 9-year-old and then her older daughter. I think she has an older daughter. She's like 15 or 16. Well, 9-year-old girls like puppies. So she wants to play with the puppies, and mom lost it and attacked her. Ripped her face, etc., etc. Right. And so when we found out about it, we actually had Olivia that day. And we're talking about, because Devin hates pit bulls, and I understand why. Our Daisy was attacked by a pit bull when she was not even 2 years old. So I understand Devin's aversion to the pit bulls, right? And so Olivia is like, this is why pit bulls shouldn't be around, da-da-da-da-da-da. I said, Olivia, this is not the pit bull's fault. She says, well, whose fault was it? I said, well, it really wasn't anybody's fault. I said, but here's the problem. I said, we all know, I'll call her Diane. We all love Diane. She's very, very cool. We've actually known her for years. She actually used to live in the same building as we did before we moved out here. Before we moved into this townhouse, we used to live in another apartment building. We were there together. Like, we knew her, she knew us, like she was over at our place and this and that. It was very, very cool. Came to our housewarming when we changed apartments and all that. I said, well, what happened, Olivia, was that Diane doesn't have the same kind of options that one normally would. And she kind of looked confused. She says, well, what does that have to do with, like, pit bulls attacking children? I said, well, Diane has 2 children by 2 different men. And women who have 2 children by 2 different men are not going to have the same options as a woman who has no children. And she's like, okay. And I told her, everybody needs love. People get lonely. And so the men who were available to her were the kinds of men who bring pit bulls into your house. And at that point, you could see the wheels start turning. I said, listen, we all love Diane, and she's very, very cool, but she's got a bunch of tattoos, right? I said, we told you about tattoos. Yeah, listen, Diane has them. We love her, but this is what happens. This is what happens. And plus, she's Caucasian. She's Caucasian, and when she walks around with her kids, it's obvious to everyone around her that, well, I mean, it is what it is. And I had to be straight up with her. I said, look, you're going to have to understand, Olivia, there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you liking boys outside of your race. She actually had a crush. She actually had a crush on a kid. I think his name was Raheem or something like that. Or something like that, right? I said, there's nothing wrong with that. I said, understand that your decisions will have consequences. Well, Diane's decisions had consequences. And the reason, and this is where the linchpin was. She says, well, why doesn't she just date other types of men? Why doesn't she date businessmen? I said, because, Olivia, businessmen don't want to date women like Diane who have 2 kids by 2 different men of another race who have sleeve tattoos. And that's when you could see the light bulb, ding, oh. So the moral of the story was is your decisions can affect the rest of your life. They can. They can affect the rest of your life, just like it has affected this woman. The difference here is that this woman appears to be on the cusp of blaming her children for her plight in life when her kid didn't ask to be born, much like my mother did with us. It is what it is. It is what it is. That pit bull almost killed Daisy. And Daisy is Daisy's the sweet dude. She's the sweetest dog in the world, man. The sweetest dog in the world. Would not hurt a fly. Would not hurt a fly. And she does have a little bit of PTSD in a funny way, because now, since she got attacked by the pit bull, she barks at other dogs on TV. She's as quiet as a mouse most of the time. But when there are dogs on TV, she barks at other dogs on TV. It's hilarious. It's hilarious. But yes, to bring it all around full circle, this woman appears to be on the verge of blaming her child for her plight in life. You can already hear it.
Afford to have the kids that they have, but then if I wanted to have more kids, I'm going to be more financially barren. So it's like you have to pick one or the other. And that's why I'm comfortable just with my one daughter. I think that I would be able to get more opportunities with one, and I'd be able to give her more opportunities by just having her. So
do you think, even thinking about yourself, did you have a timeline for yourself of, I would like to have kids by 30? Or have you ever thought about that in the past or even now?
Yes, of course. Haven't we all? Yes, I have.
So you said that in the last video that you wanted to have kids one day.
Yeah, I'd love to have kids one day.
Do you think that there's a pressure to have kids by a certain age, or do you think that society's kind of letting up on that a little bit?
No, I do. That's why I don't think people are having kids as much anymore, because I feel like society doesn't care and it's not as forced anymore.
Oh, wow. This woman has hand tattoos. Hand tattoos? Oh, wow. Dude, yo. Hand tattoos, automatic disqualifier. Hand tattoos, neck tattoos, automatic disqualifier. Sorry.
Yeah, I was actually my first boyfriend. We were pretty seriously dating, and we had talked about kids at 18. I was ready to pop out so many kids before the age of 25. And
what happened? He cheated?
He's a real abusive guy.
Oh, here we go.
So That just
You got to be kidding me. Dude, listen to this woman talk. She just said that her ex-boyfriend was abusive. Let's look at her. Let's listen to this
about
again.
kids at 18.
Listen.
I was ready to pop out so
I
many
knew
kids
this was gonna happen.
before the age of 25. And he was a real abusive guy. So
He is a real abusive guy. Oh,
that just wasn't going to work.
Was he really? Let's watch this again with the sound down. And you tell me if she is talking about something she finds unpleasant, like, I don't know, abuse. He was an abusive guy. Oh, boy. And you want to know why I know she's lying? Because we can see her in real time. We can see her mind working in real time, trying to give us a reason it didn't work out that would simultaneously not make her look bad. Watch.
Watch anymore.
Just watch this. Just watch.
Because I feel like society doesn't care and it's not as forced anymore.
Yeah, I was actually my first boyfriend. We were pretty seriously dating, and we had talked about kids at 18. I was ready to pop out so many kids.
Stop the cap. No, you weren't. You weren't ready to pop out so many kids. Get out of here with that. Now listen.
Before the age of 25.
Watch.
And he was a real abusive.
And he was a real abusive guy, let me tell you. No, you were a slut. That's why you're not with him anymore. That's why the relationship ended. Honestly, man. Honestly, one of the 49 laws of Sharp should be, if she says she was in an abusive relationship, that's why she left. It means she cheated on him. It means she cheated on him. Dude, honestly, I think 9 times out of 10, when a woman says, I'm in an abusive relationship and says so with a smile on her face, it means she cheated. Because that's the only, saying I was in an abusive relationship, that's the only excuse that can't be challenged. If they say, if a woman says I was in an abusive relationship, you can't challenge that. You can't say, no, you weren't. Or what happened, or da-da-da-da-da. Oh, my God, she can't talk about it. Dude, women are now using he was abusive to cover up straight up, you know what? I fucked another dude while I was with him. Give me a break.
Guy. So
an abusive guy.
Unfortunately. And I really cared about him, too. But, yeah, that was not going to work out. So what are you going to do? Like, yeah, I'm going to marry this guy, and he's going to treat the kids the way he treats. Nah, it's not going to work out.
Yeah, and then you get stuck in a bad situation.
Do you hear these excuses? Like, these aren't excuses, man. Like, these are straight up lies. Like, she's lying. She's not telling the truth. Secondhand Truth says, I need $1 for every woman that's been with an abusive guy. Yeah, me too. Listen, I'll split it with you, 50-50. Get the fuck out of here, man.
And then it's like, it's going to end up worse.
No, the Level Up man says, I think I was in an abusive relationship translates to, he didn't put up with my nonsense. I disagree. I was in an abusive relationship translates to, I was fucking another guy while I was in a relationship with him. But I don't want to tell you that because I don't want to look like a slut. So I'll give you the one answer that makes me look like an angel while simultaneously making me the victim, even though I was the one that did the victimizing. That's what I think.
Worse for the kids and for yourself anyway, so what's the point?
No. So I, in hindsight, made the right call.
Yeah, of course you did. Yeah.
But yeah, I had a timeline, and it was, so I think I read a thing, you know, when you were a kid and you did or at a teen sleepover and you did MASH and you did all these things. My friend Marie, same one I referenced in the other video, we did all of that, and we opened up, like maybe last year or the year before, a thing, and it had all the things we look for in a husband. And mine was like, what did it say? I think I wanted to do all these things by 25 or something.
Oh my God, this bitch! Now this bitch is capping out of control. Now there's a backstory. Well, we were at this sleepover, right? I'm gonna prove to you that I've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, and I'm gonna prove it to you by telling this bullshit story about how me and my friends at a sleepover. Really? Honestly, dude, really?
Really, nigga?
Come on, man. Dude, I swear to God, women think that we believe everything they say just because they say it. It's incredible. All right, I think I've done enough here. I'd like to go back and get an update on our poll here. Let's see if the lovely and not so talented Ms. Renner has closed the gap. Nope, doesn't appear that she has. Does not appear that she has. Doesn't appear that she has. Let's take a look at some of the new comments here. Mr. St. Croix says, LMAO at this poll. I get that Brittany is all the terrible things in the book, but it's absolutely absurd to think Pearl would have more options than her. Mr. St. Croix, I didn't ask who will have more dating options. I asked who will have the better dating options. The better dating options. And right now, Pearl's relationship market value is infinitely higher than Brittany's. Brittany has I'll tell you, I'll put it this way. The gap between Brittany and Pearl's sexual market value is about the same as the gap between their relationship market value. Let me repeat that. The gap between Brittany and Pearl's sexual market value is about the same as the gap between Pearl and Brittany's relationship market value. There you go. There it is. So, Mr. St. Croix, we need to read. Erica thinks Brittany Renner will have better options. Guys, what this is proving is that people still don't understand. They still don't get it. They still do not understand that Brittany Renner, like everybody, dude, everyone will say in the comments, dude, Brittany's done. She belongs to the streets. Until I actually do a poll that makes them think, but they still don't think. They still think that Brittany Renner's going to get bailed out. There we are. Freedom from the plantation says, now who the fuck is part of that 14%? Exactly. Brooklyn Saratoga says, of course, my boo Pearl. She's so feminine and nice, even when she's a little upset, and her personality is so sexy. Yeah. Yes. Bobby Gordon says, Donovan Sharp is the Kristen Cole of YouTube, the Kingmaker. I don't know who Kristen Cole is, but I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Jack Norton says, Brittany will have all the simp followers. Pearly will get the better men. It's quantity. It's quality over quantity. Exactly. Jack Norton actually read the poll. Sam Davis says Pearl. Let's see what somebody replied. Look at this. He also added, she also went to Kevin Samuels to understand men. She is very humble. She might not be the most prettiest girl, but she has other stuff that adds up. She also comes from a 2% household. There you go. That's exactly right. Allie wanted to know why Tom was not committing to her long-term with the engagement. She got an on-air consultation with Kevin Samuels. She's now married and pregnant, and it's a girl. It's a girl. So that baby is going to be, oh my God, I'm going to spoil the hell out of that kid. Uncle Donovan is coming to Kansas with the Mountain Dew and the jelly beans. Oh, that is so cool, man. So Pearl got an on-air consultation with Kevin and dropped the loser that she was with. There you go. Rahul Ligma, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, says Pearl for sure. Brittany has written more books than she's read. Devin makes a very good point. Says guys need to see past the IG filters. You see, that's a very good point. We know what Pearl looks like without makeup on because, well, she wears barely any makeup. Right? She wears barely any makeup. Brittany's photos, it's makeup and filters and it's ridiculous. Honestly, does anybody really know what Brittany Renner looks like? Do you really know what she looks like? Jay Cinepi, 242, says, on an Instagram level, y'all really think Pearl's DMs is booked out over Brit's DMs? Well, of course not. But Pearl's DMs are a lot higher quality than Brittany's DMs. I'll tell you that right now. I'll tell you that right now. Christian Kanichi says, I think what Brittany did to herself is just sad to watch. A brutal reminder of how present you have to be in your daughter's life. That's exactly right. That's a very good point. Brittany and Pearl are the living examples. Brittany and Pearl, wow, they are the live avatars of the difference between a woman who was raised with a father, with a good father, and a woman who was raised without a father. That's the difference. That's the difference. That's the difference. The difference between Pearl and Brittany is that Pearl was raised by a strong father who was a leader in the patriarch. Brittany was raised by a single mother. And we are seeing the result play out in real life in real time. There you go. There you go. Paragon says Pearl quite literally could be a future president's wife if she works her cards right. She gives me Jackie Kennedy vibes, and she carries herself with class. There is no comparison. I agree with that. But I don't think the United States. Listen, the United States was ready for a black president. I don't think we're ready for a black president with a white wife. Why do you say that, Donovan? I think we all know that Pearl, well, I mean, look, Pearl likes the brothers. She likes the brothers, man. She likes brothers. Pearl is 5'11". She's tall. And, listen, there are more tall white men than there are black men, but Pearl has her preferences. She's got her preferences. I ain't mad. Ooh. Whoa. What the hell? Ooh, she does have bad skin. God damn. Hold up, man. Hold the fucking phone. Oh, my God. Yeah, she does have bad skin. So I guess that's why she wears makeup. And, ugh. I think that was the video where she was crying about Kevin. Think this is the video where she was crying about Kevin. Yeah, Brittany is still mildly attractive without makeup. Yeah, I get it. But makeup is supposed to accent. It's not supposed to create. It's supposed to accent, not create. And yeah, makeup it absolutely ruins skin, for sure. For sure. Boss Method says, Brittany is done out here. The fuck y'all talking about? Thank you. There it is, Boss Method. I see we still have simps putting on capes out here for Brittany Renner. Come on, man. I'm trying to tell you. Grim Reaper says a woman who's compliant with a good personality can make up for a deficit in looks. Pearl will have the better choices. She does. Trust. Jim Smith says it ain't even close. Okay, so now we're getting into the other comments. I mean, I would take it to the wide shot, guys, but you know what I can do? Hang on a second. Bear with me, guys.
A woman never belongs to you. It's just your turn. You lost your edge, she lost attraction for you. That's how it works.
There we go. Awesome. Let me take out the snowflakes. There we go, see? All right. Let me read the last of these super chats here. And then we will call it a day. Dung is fun. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Oscar with the 20 SEK says, Donovan, you're hilarious. Keep up the great work. Thank you very much, sir. Appreciate that. Dung is fun. $2 super chat says, I'm a family of 6. You need to budget. My mom did. Yeah. Yep. Agreed. Let's see. Blackmail Media, $5 super chat says, she has very bad skin. She is average without it. Real Bravado Network with the $20 super chat says Pearl can nearly pick her shot because Pearl is a better all-around woman. And just because she's not a 9, she's not a 4. Pearl is a girl, which is way hotter than a masculine 10. Look, man, look. Is Pearl hot? No. Not by any stretch of the imagination. But she's attractive. She's attractive. She's attractive. She is attractive enough. She is attractive enough to at least make a guy's head turn. She is. No, she doesn't have Britney's look. She doesn't have Britney's genetics. But she's attractive enough. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that. And Pearl is growing her hair out. I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but she is growing out her hair. She's hitting the gym. Pearl is making herself catchable. She's making herself catchable. She is now getting attention. Like I said, she said it herself. She's got dudes. She's got some high status dudes in her DMs. She's got some high status dudes in her DMs. And they're coming correct, y'all. They're coming correct. Dude, they're not sending dick pics. They're not. Nope. They know what Pearl's about. They know absolutely what she's about. There you go. Great show today, guys. Great show today. I am told, I heard through the grapevine. Hang on a second. Let me just give me a second. I want to make sure I'm not spilling the beans on anything here. Let me just give me a second, guys. Because I think I want to break some news here. Oh, you know what? Actually, I don't think it matters. I don't think it matters. Hang on a second. Just bear with me here, guys. Bear with me here just a second, guys. Hang on a second. Oh, that's why my viewership. Oh, no, that's why my viewership dropped. Fresh and Fit are on. They got 4,000 viewers. Just give me a second, guys. You guys can get right over there. Just give me a sec. Yes. Okay, so, yeah, I don't think I'm breaking any news here. So, be ready, gentlemen. Be ready. Because actually Sosnick told this to me. Pearl versus Hafiz Part 2 on Saucecast. That's right. Pearl versus Hafiz on Saucecast day after tomorrow. Day after tomorrow. Hafiz and Pearl will be on the Saucecast together. Oh boy. Oh boy. That is going to be a barn burner. That's going to be a barn burner. I cannot wait. I can't wait for that. I cannot wait for that. That is going to be absolutely awesome. That is going to be absolutely awesome. It's Pearl versus Hafiz. Pearl versus Hafiz, round 2. I can't wait. I absolutely cannot wait. I cannot wait. Jay Blaze says Greg Adams too. I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's gonna be Pearl, Hafiz, maybe one other person. Philip Smith says Pearl is gonna torch his ass. Yes, she will. And it's funny. Right after she recorded the first Hafiz video, her in Dallas, she called me up and she's like, Donovan, oh my God. Like, I looked so bad in this Hafiz interview. Like, she was really like, oh my God, I look so bad. I was like, relax. I said, send me the video. I'm not gonna post anywhere, don't worry, and I'll let you know. I watched it. I called Pearl back. I said, no, you actually look pretty good in this video. There were some points where he caught you off guard, but it was not evident. And so then she sent it to her producer. Her producer said the same thing. Then the interview came about. And so Pearl versus Hafiz round 2 is coming up Friday. I assume it's going to be at 4 o'clock, 4:30. I don't know. Pearl versus Hafiz, round 2 on Saucecast. That is going to be freaking awesome. I am now. So what I'm going to do now is I got to head over to the smoke shop. I got to refill on my edibles. Edibles is better than alcohol. I'll put it to you that. I'll put it to you like that. And me and Devin are going to finish watching a really, really cool movie that we started this afternoon. Bryan Cranston and Annette Bening. I forget what the movie is called, but it's about a guy who's like a numbers guy, and he retires, but he's not really ready for retirement. He's kind of bored. He figures out how to win like the lottery, and nothing huge, nothing big, just the regular like pick 2 or pick 3 lottery. So he wins. He figures out how to win the game, and then him and his wife hatch a plan to sort of help out the town. And it looks really, really funny. We're about halfway through the movie, so we're going to do that. But that's going to do it for this, the 910th edition of TSR Live. Yes, I know I'm frozen and sideways. It's all right. I promise you I'm still here. Thank you guys very much. Thank you to all of my super chatters, my members, my patrons, and Sharp Stream members. We will see you tomorrow. Same bat time, same bat channel.